you all decided to finally siege the second floor to this apartment building that has almost been turned into somewhat of a fortress by the scavs there. While you were there, you encountered heavy machine guns, pistols, and a very, very gnarly Ripper Doc hand. But not only were you assailed by people on the second floor of this apartment, a reoccurring friend of yours decided to make himself known.
Dickhead.
One Dead Scope. Some of you were picked off by his railgun, but no fatal blows, from him at least. However, Anomaly received a horrible, scarring, near fatal wound to his chest and stomach area. A disgusting Ripper Doc gauntlet of saws and drills and anything that could be used to pry flesh from bone. Although you were able to fell him, Anomaly still lives. You have not heard any other conflict going on, and I believe Dope has taken Overwatch a little bit on the area, and she does not see anyone.
Nope, I'm running away.
You're running away? Okay, you full on, you're full on out of there.
I'm gone.
However, we pick up back in this apartment building. Actually, we're gonna go to Night Owl first, if Tiff's ready.
Yeah, as long as rolling is kept to a very much minimum.
I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. You said that you were going to Priest's pizza shop.
Yeah.
So, in your state in the net, you are able to traverse it. And you are open to Japantown as well, so you are not interfering on any other territories, as long as you go the way, basically retracing your steps. So you can arrive at Priest's pizza shop.
Do I actually get to, like, see more of the black ice now that I knew he had?
Well, as you make your way, at least, into this oddly city-like net architecture, and you traverse through almost a second city entirely, you get to the alley, and normally you would see some kind of fortress or net architecture there that is defensive. However, when you get there, you just see a void. There's nothing.
That's terrifying.
You almost see as some of the nearby code is trying to string into this void. It's just slowly being unwritten as you just see it trail off, and then continue on into the next piece of architecture that I can get to.
Oh, crap. I want to open my character sheet. I don't know if I have his phone number. I'm using phone number. I don't know if I have access to his agent. Close Elradar notes. I know this is actually in Night Owl's character sheet, though. Let me see here. Again. Your browser isn't supported. I know. It's down here.
Refresh my Roll20 real quick.
No, I have Surfer and Psychos. I don't have his. If I web search, since I'm already in the net, and use a library search, and I try to find information to see if there's like a public telephone line to his pizza place. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. Make a library search check for me. Or is there a? I'm assuming it'd be library search.
Well, library search would be to find the information to call him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's enough to at least reach the robotic pizza shop. If he's there or not, you're unsure, but you can give it a call and try.
I'm gonna give it a call, at least, see if it'll pick up. Because it could be closed.
You hear it connect.
Pizza shop, how may I help you?
It's Night Owl.
I'm not familiar.
Is my friend in?
Is your friend Pizza? I'm confused.
My friend's the guy that made the weird pizza smoothie thing.
Error. Do you need pizza?
I need a human. You're not understanding.
No humans work here.
No, but there's one that likes to come in.
There is a human that lives here.
Can I talk to him?
Error.
You're not very nice.
Would you like to leave a review?
No. That would require me to eat pizza. Why are you a void?
Our door is always open.
No, it's not. It's like
Our
the black
phones are
stuff in this
always
hall.
on. Our phones are always on.
Yeah, but I'm scared to step in the black hole. That's a little dangerous.
Our phones are always on.
Do you only have so many messages?
Would you like some pizza?
No, I want a human. I'm in so much pain.
However, you're just going to basically keep hitting a circle with this robot. But it keeps the phone line open, and there is a line into this place.
She's just gonna take it. She'll take the chance.
Roll me a interface check.
It's gonna suck.
That is enough to travel through on this line. However, as you travel through, you realize you are in a net architecture that is now filled with black ice, and you just are almost overwhelmingly surrounded by what you think to be are viruses, but they don't attack you.
Are they the sentient type of black ice?
You
'Cause
just see them almost traveling this just in seats, living around this what looks to be like a pizza shop, but there is not just black ice that is almost living in it.
Oh,
You see some hellhounds that are by the fireplace in the corner. You see there's a kraken that is laying on the piano. They're just existing. However, they are almost immediately aggro to you in the sense of they are paying attention to you and they are tracking you as you are moving.
If I casually like let my ice hound form and I let my raven form, guys, play it cool. I mean, the ice hound came from here, so
One of the hellhounds walks over, takes a sniff of the ice hound, takes a smell of the raven, and just kind of nods. And then you see the ice hound just walk over and just kind of start playing with the hellhounds, for lack of better words.
yeah. I guess that means we're cool enough to stay. Night Owl.
I was hoping the ice hound would come out fast. It's gonna gone awkward otherwise.
Well, she
But-
wouldn't keep them in when she knows they're in a safe area, and especially since it came from this area, and she treats them more human than she treats humans.
But as you just kind of travel further in, you travel into that. If you walk further in, I should say.
Yeah.
You just see more of. You see a lich that's just hanging out, playing one of the arcade machines that's back there. You see a samurai almost playing him in the same game, and then you kind of see they start arguing, and then the samurai just cuts the lich in half. Or sorry, the killer. The killer, I apologize. Not samurai. It's wrong. It's how it's described to look as. But
This is a much cooler pizza shop.
you see a figure that just kind of is in the doorway to that next room that you traveled into to actually get the ice hound from Priest. And you don't see a face, you just see a large wizard hat and a gray beard and a long wooden staff that just kind of keeps
Night Owl's
traveling.
gonna, Night
Keeps
Owl's gonna do like that
traveling.
kind of.
The staff keeps traveling up and up into the net architecture, and you can't actually see the end of this staff. It's like a Wukong kind of staff, the best way I could describe it.
Okay, Night Owl's doing like that little kid in a candy store thing of like, ooh, spinning around, not looking where I'm actually walking, and she's just gonna bump into the wizard.
Okay. As you walk in, I think it's 1 second.
Like the typical child she is. Ooh and on, then slam into a person.
As you walk within 6 meters in the net architecture of this figure, you see its face now, and you can tell some similarities to Priest. It's hard to tell just because you're in the net, and it is just slightly odd, but you are pretty natural in going through the net and telling this stuff, so you can figure out that's him. But while you're in this 6-meter range around him, you feel like if you wanted to use some of your programs, you might have to roll a check to just see if you could even cast something. Or not cast,
He's
what's
a
the word?
hairy wizard. Res.
Res, thank you. If you wanted to res anything, or use any kind of interface, it would just immediately be more difficult. But he's just looking down at you, kind of confused, but not surprised.
You look familiar. There's no smells in the net. She looks at the hellhound that she got that's playing, looks back at him, looks at the hellhound, looks back at him, looks at the hellhound, and on the third time, nope, I don't got it. Then, wait a minute, and after like 5 feet of stepping away, no, you're not Anomaly. Walks away again, takes another 5 more feet, then immediately turns on her heel. No, you're not them either. Immediately walks away. She repeats this a couple times. And then she just finally goes, "Hi, I'm Night Owl."
Greetings. I am the guardian of the net.
You look like the guy who gave me my ice hound.
Yes.
Gosh, she puts me in pain, but it's so much fun. So
He
you
will
gave
just.
him, or you just look like him?
I am him, and he is me.
And you are we?
I guess you could say that. And he just kind of raises his hands, and some of the black ice that is around him just kind of travels a bit closer to him, and then just starts doing their thing again.
Do I get to pet them?
If you befriend them, they have their own emotions, their own thoughts.
Mm,
I see you've done
they're
well in
awesome.
befriending one of them, so I'm sure you could. But why have you come
Sure.
here?
We finished the job. Oh, what's NetWatch?
A corrupt organization that started with a purpose and a goal in mind.
One of my friends.
If
I'm sorry, you were talking.
it was done correctly and was held to the high standards and not just another corporation, it would be good.
So it's bad?
It was good.
So it's bad.
The
That's like
people,
the opposite of good.
some of the people who are in it are bad. Usually those at the top. There are some that are good, just like you and me. Netrunners trying to make a difference. Or at least not trying to hurt others.
That's boring.
Have you just come for knowledge on that watch? Because I could tell you where they dwell in this city. At least the ones that I know about.
I don't know. My friend said we did a really bad thing, and I don't know what we did, but she was really injured, so I just tried and stopped her from being injured. I don't know if I did good or bad. I probably should have questioned her, but that's a lot of effort. It'll
Do you
just increase
trust?
my anxiety.
Do you trust her?
That's a funny word. I don't trust many people. I don't even know if I trust you, to be fully honest, but you're really nice and I like you, so I really want to trust you. But it told me not to trust people. But then it said to trust people, and I don't understand what it meant.
Trust isn't something you can describe. It's only something that you can feel and you know when you trust someone. If you trust her, then she did what she did, probably for a good reason. If you don't, there's still potentially a good reason there, but there's something else lying behind. It
That's
does
a lot
not
of
look,
words.
at least from what I see, that you have any trace of Netwatch's trackers on you, so you are fine. Her, on the other hand, I cannot see.
Um,
One other question.
you have a question?
Are you injured?
I mean, my brain feels funny.
I believe you are overheating.
But I have the ice block.
It will not. That will only keep you cool in the net. Your body on the outside world can still get just as hot.
That doesn't make sense. Why would it get hot? I was perfectly cold. I took my ice bath and then got in. Don't you do those things before you go in?
It's not. Oh, hold on. Would that be bad or a good thing to do? I need to think this now. Would that jar your body or would it actually prepare you for it?
I don't know.
That's runners.
Granted, the water wasn't really cold when she got out of it because she'd been in it all night. I was just doing her dumb logic thing.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that would work. But you would have to still do it after.
Well, yeah, because all it does is lowers your base temperature when you go in. It doesn't, like, do anything else. She'd still need one.
Getting into an ice bath before is a good thing. And at least it won't jar your senses doing it every now and then. But you should also get in a nice bath after.
Still failing to see the danger here.
From what I can see, at least here, your body's probably at 108 degrees.
Okay, but, like, how am I supposed to get back there? That's a really long walk. And the others are probably still killing people. You can't just call them and Saya goes asleep. Ugh. Chairs are weird.
Is there any other questions that you have about Netwatch? Because I suggest you get back to your body soon.
I definitely do. But I'm definitely scared to go back to my body at this point. It's Anomaly's fault. Who tells someone they're always in danger? If I go back, I'm just going to be in danger still.
Well, other than that, is there any programs or black ice that you have that are damaged? I'll take them off your arm.
My armor's completely shattered. I don't think neither of my black ices got injured. No, my coating completely is shattered on my armor. I'm gonna have to probably buy a new one and rewrite the code. Stupid program
So
killer.
repair any black ice that you find that I can. Obviously,
Oh!
I can't repair your one that you came in here before and asked me about. But
Well, I
any
have
other
this
normal
skunk.
black ice I can.
You know, I didn't bring out my new friends. They're probably jealous. You're right. I have a skunk. I have this broken lich. He hurt. A lot.
Very valuable, friend. I will
And
repair the
then...
lich for you for a fee.
Okay. And then was the third one the program killer?
Yes, it was just called Killer.
I'm not bringing out the third one. He broke my armor, and I don't really trust him yet. He likes to kill things, and I just acquired him, so it's going to take me a bit to get him under control. I'm not going to let him kill things, so he needs to calm down. He looked really mad at me when I took my Hellhound and my Raven away, but he was going to kill him. Do I have to go back?
I'm just trying to figure out how much the cost of repairing this program would be.
I mean, you could just you could make it half of what it actually costs, or just make it what it costs.
I'm going to find the price of that right now.
Okay. I mean, Eddies are nothing to Night Owl.
Blind. No, it's just further down the sheets.
Eddie's.
I'll repair it for 250.
Night Owl sends. Where do I send you Eddies to?
You see me?
Do I just send them like that? Wait a second. She's gonna send them, but she puts an extra 0 on the end. I did it! I sent Eddies!
You overpaid me.
Damn it!
He will send you back 2,250.
Damn, her brain is really fried.
It really is. She's got like 6 hit points. Gosh dang it, I thought I did good.
I am willing to suggest you have 2 hours before you die.
I don't think I want to die.
And I suggest getting back. I will always be here, and now that you've been inside of this architecture once, you can see the outside of it.
Wait, I can? She runs outside. I can see everything now.
I can see clearly.
Never leave Night Owl unsupervised in the net. Lesson number 1.
Who the fuck is there out of us is able to supervise her?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Any of us can pull the plug.
Yeah, literally. You just gotta prepare.
Okay.
Either prepare a failsafe or get a chair where you can keep her in an ice bath.
So, I know that
Yeah.
Cyberpunk and pulling the plug is that, but we're not gonna pull the plug on Grandma. It's fine.
Was there anything else you want to say to Priest before you leave?
Well, this place looks really cool. I really don't want to die, so I know I need to get going. Words are hard.
What's up?
If I make it back from to my if I make it, words are harding now. I'll see you if I make it back to my body. And then she kind of looks around at the street, looks right and looks left. How do I get back?
And that's where we're gonna cut to the rest of the crew in the apartment, I think.
All right, I gotta give a quick phone call. I'm gonna use preface it quick. I don't know how long it'll actually take. So if you have to make Night Owl unconscious for a minute or two, you're more than welcome to.
That works.
I have to make this phone call. I don't really have much of a choice.
There you go.
I'll be back.
So, think we're going to start with Anomaly. You're just kind of... Actually, I guess Doc Graves is the one holding your chest together right now, almost, as he's trying to make sure it's all patched up, and I believe we already made that check.
Yeah, we made the check, and then
Conscious.
I gave him a.
So
Yeah, I made
you're...
the check to and then I healed him with a hypo.
I think my
Yeah.
chest is just stapled closed right now.
Yeah, so I guess, Anomaly, you're
Yeah.
just kind of holding your own chest right now, and it does feel like at any point it could just rip open again. So it's a very jarring feeling, but you do feel like there is some healing that's started there to at least make it so you can take your hands away and just let the staples sit. However, everyone in that immediate area, your noses are filled with the stench of death and decay. You kind of just look over, you just see a bloody bathroom. There's not 1 square inch of this bathroom that has not been tainted in some kind of blood. You just look behind you and it's the same thing. And Doc Graves, you know what you're going to walk into.
I'll definitely
However,
see what that sick bastard has been doing.
you all are just there for the moment. You may do what you do.
Graves is definitely. Graves is definitely taking a rest since it's kind of hard for him to stand up with his arm currently broken. He's definitely trying to get it ready to be splinted, but he doesn't have anything on him to splint just yet.
Need any help before I open the store, Doc?
Yeah, give me a moment. You can help me up real quick.
Alright, we'll walk over and help him up.
Yeah. Takes a bit of a deep breath, and then he reaches his good arm out. Gets a nice good grip, and pull him up.
I bet he pulls him up relatively quickly because of the body.
Yeah. How are you looking? And all right.
When you say that, he just looks over at Anomaly behind you. How is he doing?
He's gonna live, don't worry. But I will need your help with getting him out of here.
Then I'm fine.
All right.
Anomaly is sweating and probably not breathing enough. It's taking very
seems
shallow
like-
breaths.
Yeah.
You
Graves is
sure?
There's a reason for that. He's gonna walk up to Anomaly and he's just gonna remove the needle out of his leg.
Oh.
Definitely need to get him to my clinic. Actually, my clinic's probably not going to be good since I'm not going to be able to do much with this arm. Can you give me a hand real quick?
Yep.
And Graves is going to move to one side of Anomaly. And all right, you ready? We'll hoist up in 3. 1.
I have a quick question
2.
before we do this. Are we leaving straight away once we pick him up?
Dope did say we got about 10 minutes before we have the skedaddle, so it'll just have to be a quick look if you want to take one.
How much pain do you think he's in right now?
Not enough.
Hey, the morphine's gonna be doing its number.
Depends on what he just injected himself with.
Then I'm going to take a quick look.
If
However, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, not at all. I'll try to get him closer to the
I'm gonna
sit down
stand
the
up.
hall. So
Okay. Just roll me a body check. Just a flat body check.
Wet body. 10. Okay. That is 24.
You both watch Anomaly get up with almost no problem. Doesn't even look like he has any internal bleeding. He just stands up and starts surveying the room like he's fine.
So I'm gonna take a guess. I know what he just injected himself with. So we're gonna. Okay.
The 10 on that. I'm gonna roll ass the rest of this session now.
How are you feeling, Anomaly?
I'm gonna ignore Inari, and I'm going to kneel down in front of this doctor that buzzsawed my chest open.
I don't remember what killed him.
It was Graves. I think.
Yeah.
I think Graves. Did you pistol him?
Yeah,
Yes,
I believe
shot him with
so.
a pistol.
He also was on fire from an instant bullet. He never
Yeah,
got
so
to
his
put
body-
that out.
However,
Yeah.
Cyberware is relatively undamaged because of that. Pistol bullet is not enough to damage the cyberware, at least, that is on him. But you can see there's a decent amount of cyberware in him, and that hand is also gnarly. The other thing was that pistol.
Yeah. The
That's just
pistol
what
is
you
the
can
main thing he wanted to just slide that into my coat.
Okay.
Probably missing the pocket the first time, so I have to pick it up again.
Roll me a D100.
Let's see if this thing goes off.
Yeah, I want to see if the safety's on.
49?
Okay, it goes off, but you don't shoot yourself. However, you both hear this loud, almost deafening, what sounds like a rifle bullet at first, just go off near you.
Ooh, that was loud.
Hmm.
Is that a custom job?
Well, he seems fine.
Yeah. Giving a cursory glance at the doctor, what cyberware does he look like he has on him?
Roll me Cybertech.
All right. Let's pull up my cybertech skill, and then I'll roll my d10. That's actually a d20. There we go. Oh. Oh, of course the roll didn't go through, but that was a 20. Damn it.
It broke. Why'd it break?
No. Well, let me reconnect it. The second roll was a 19. Now I'm sad. I'll just roll cybertech here till I figure this out.
Okay, that's
Alright,
good enough.
18.
Yeah.
That works.
That's a good roll.
You find obviously he has a cyber arm on, which has this gnarly Ripper Doc hand on it. You can't tell what exactly it is just by looking at it. At least the hand.
Right.
Also has micro video and the prerequisites for that, which forgot to put on this. Okay, here it is. There is a cyber eye there, and a Neuralink.
Cyber Neuralink. Okay.
Then there's also a Cyber Audio Suite and a Scrambler / Descrambler. That is what's on him.
Okie dokes. I guess Graves is gonna forego his searching, and he's just gonna bag the lost doc or the dead doc into his cryo pump.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what he's gonna be doing.
Okay. Gonna put the dead doctor in your cryo pump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like carry him out of here. I'd rather him be in the cryo pump than out in the open, where he's obviously I'm carrying a dead, charred body. But mainly what Graves is after is that video suite that he has.
You can put him in there though.
Yeah.
What are the two of you doing while he's doing that?
Nora's gonna open the door behind him.
See a mostly just normal living space. Probably just the communal area that they used. There's I believe like a ripcord that is just hanging out of the window, and it's just kind of swaying back and forth.
So there's nothing really of noteworthiness in here.
There is some kind of paracord that has been tied to the couch, and you just kind of see that it's swinging outside the window.
Yeah, I heard. I will go out or go over to the window and look out.
You see the sniper that you were fighting just hanging out of the window on a bungee cord that's just not a bungee cord, I think it's just called a ripcord. Just hanging
Nara
off
was
the
gonna pull him back in.
Okay, make a athletics check for me.
It's under body, right? Shit. Well, let's hope this is good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you can hoist him up with your enhanced body and just your natural body. You can pull him up.
I'm then going to look him over.
Okay. You find a sniper rifle that has optics on it and an extended mag.
What type of sniper is it? Like power tech?
Oh, it's just a normal power sniper.
Okay. Probably could take these off and give it to dope, depending on what it is. With modify it in some way. Besides sniper, anything else?
You also see it has an armor jack on him. And then you see a pistol with an extended mag. Heavy pistol.
How damage does that armor jack look?
It has three big holes in it.
Three huge holes in it? Yeah, sounds about right. And I will
I'll also say he has 20 sniper bullets on him and 3 pistol mags. For extended, that would... There's only one extended mag, the other ones are just regular mags. But isn't it 12 pistol rounds?
Depends on the type of pistols, or like light pistol, medium, heavy.
Sorry.
Extended mag for heavy is 14.
Okay. So that'd be 14 bullets, and then what's the normal one? I find you. Where is it?
The clip chart is under the weapon attachment.
Which page is that
In
on?
the 344.
Thank you.
I look at it a lot.
Yeah, I was on it before, and then I swapped to go look at net stuff. Didn't make a new tab.
You fool! You should have duplicated.
Yeah. So it would be... I said 3 mags, 2, so it would be 16 plus 4. Oh, it would be 30 bullets for the pistol. So 20 sniper and 30 pistol bullets. There was also his assault rifle, but it's just a normal assault rifle.
Anari is going to how thick does that cord look around his body? I'm guessing pretty thick if it's holding a human.
Yeah, any good swing could cut it, though.
Yeah, so Anari doesn't have a knife and he's not using his teeth. He's going to drag him till the rope goes taut, and then he's going to shoot the rope.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna... Wait. Explain to me what you're trying to do here.
Okay, so what is happening right now is I'm trying to drag him out into the hallway.
Okay.
The
Do
rope only
so.
goes so far. Does the rope go taut before I get to the hallway?
Yeah.
So, I do not have a cutting weapon on me besides my teeth, and those I'm pretty sure are piercing. He's not going to gnaw at this thing. So he's going to shoot the rope.
Okay, sure. You can shoot the rope. With what gun? With what gun?
With my pistol?
Okay.
Is it made of metal?
No, you can do that.
Very
I still just don't know
confused.
what your goal is here.
Just drag him out and then... Okay, you're about to see.
Okay, instead of untying his leg from the rope or untying the rope from the couch, you pull him taut out to the hallway, and then you shoot the rope.
Yes.
With that one shot, you can easily rip the rest of the rope away, since one bullet would not tear through the whole rope. It would only get most of the way through.
Graves, can you use anything on this one?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, can you take out his cybernetics if he has any? I'm assuming he does.
I can do that, but unfortunately, with our timetable, we'll just have to pack them and go.
That's fine.
So,
Speaking of, by the way, Ryan, as I'm bagging this guy in the cryo pump, I actually thought about this as I was doing it. Since he has a video suite, does he also have a data chip port?
yeah. But there was
Oh.
one thing that I'm mixed up. He has nasal filters on him. The sniper has the Neuralink. Neuralink is not required for any of the stuff that he has. I do not believe.
Okay. Oh, so he has a nasal filter too. Okay. Yeah, so Graves is the only one who's currently like pretty much. Well, he's not blissfully unaware, but he's able to just filter out the smell of everything that's here.
Yeah, but the sniper also has a cyber eye on him in addition to that Neuralink.
All right. And then the doc has the video and the chip port. Is there a chip currently in the port?
Yes, there is.
All right. Graves is going to eject it real quick and stow the chip.
It is, hold on. Yeah, it's undamaged.
All right. We're going to find out what skeletons you're keeping in your closet. And
So-
he just continues bagging them.
So while they were doing that, I'm gonna walk along this wall, kind of using it to, keep myself upright.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start sawing this guy's ear off.
Okay, sure. You pull off
Just one of
whatever
them.
helmet the scav has been wearing, and you just start chopping.
And once I get it off, I just put it in my pocket and start making my way to another corpse.
So let me just reveal the whole map because.
Dear God.
Oh, he's not.
But I
around
assume
anymore.
I only got that one before they would have gotten to the point they're at, so...
Yeah, probably.
I'm just starting to make my way back over. Anomaly
Alright.
still hasn't said anything. His eyes just seem focused just directly ahead.
Yeah. After Graves bags this guy, he turns to look at Anomaly because definitely, definitely what after everything he just went through, this tech is definitely not normal. But he can definitely see like the unfocused look in his eyes, right?
Oh,
Actually, no. Wait, he has his motorcycle helmet.
he's
So
he's
it
got
actually
the helmet
really
on.
Yeah.
You could just tell he's looking forward. You can't really
Actually-
see.
I'm wondering if Graves would have taken that off to be healing you. But say that you put it back on, definitely. If you want it on.
I think Graves would have taken it off, but I'm pretty sure that Anomaly would have put it back on.
Yeah.
No, if Graves took it off, I'm not wearing it then. It'd be wherever
okay.
Graves said it.
You definitely take it off just because, so that way you can see his face while he's making sure you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so you can't see the unfocused, just straight gaze.
Mm.
I gotta
Is it
somehow climb over these sandbags.
with my passive?
Make a dexterity check. Actually, hold on. There's a better check for this. I guess we could just do athletics again.
Alright, it's plus 11 minus 2. So plus 9. 16.
These as you're kind of walking by, you see this large machine gun that's just stuck
I
on
want
this.
I want it.
Okay.
I'm going to try to rip it off.
Okay. Yeah, just make me another athletics check.
We'll see. 12.
You get like a good grip on it, and then you realize you're holding the sight, and you just rip the sight right off of it. Everything else is fine though, it's just the sight.
Would he keep
Oh, boy.
trying to grab it?
Hey, Nari. I think it's time we...
He doesn't even
Keep
turn
going.
his head towards you when you say his name, by the way, Inari.
Is he sure he's okay?
Oh, I'm sure he's not okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here then.
Yeah. Fred's definitely gonna drag the one body in the palm. Nari will have to get the other one since, you know.
Ear.
But when...
So, you're going to leave.
Well,
Time
first
out.
before we-
Do I see him take an ear that time? Since I'm
I
outside
crouched
the
down
room?
behind the sandbags. I don't know how obvious it is.
The sound is obvious.
Yeah.
You said you're sawing it.
Well, yeah, I assume in his state he would not be
Yeah.
able to clean
Oh, yeah.
slice it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you hear
Anomaly.
ripping flesh.
The forewarning, be careful touching him.
Scav
Right.
ear.
Yeah,
I'm
Graves
gonna
did
walk
whisper
up
that.
next to Anomaly now, though. Not going to touch Anomaly, though. That is a... Just in case if he has a bad reaction.
I will say, you do see his hammer over here.
Over?
Right here, I drew it on the map.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yep,
He doesn't have his
I
hammer
see
right
it.
now. He does have a knife in his hand, though.
Inari is going to sigh and pick up the corpse and
His left ear is missing.
not that corpse.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I'm going to look at the corpse though to see what you were doing to it.
It's missing its left ear.
It's pretty obvious he has to rip that whatever
Yeah.
they're wearing on their heads, which they are wearing something pretty similar to each other to kind of mark themselves. The rest of their clothes is pretty normal, or very different from each other.
Okay, so seeing that an ear is gone, Inari will not say anything. However, what is he doing next?
He puts the ear in his pocket and starts walking over here. However, I think that guy got headshot by a shotgun.
Yeah, there's no head there.
Yeah.
No
So
head.
no head?
Yeah, no head.
The other issue,
Yeah,
this
no
guy
one-
also got headshot by a shotgun.
And I'm pretty sure the guy right here took a sledgehammer to the head.
Yep, yep.
No, no
There are no
head?
more heads.
So hold on. There might be an ear still. If you roll me a D100, if it's over 60, I'll say there's still ears on those three.
Holy
there's
shit.
one. The one.
Alright, do I roll for each one?
Yeah.
Alright.
If they're just gonna let you do it.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Inari is too nervous to try to stop him.
Holy shit.
And right now, Graves isn't in any shape to try to stop him.
I do just kind of step on my hammer and keep walking, though. I do not pick it up.
Inari does pick up his hammer. That's what I was going to say.
Thank you.
The fucking
you.
psychopath.
Thank you. So
Fuck.
he's gonna go body to body, just slicing off the left ear
There
on
is
each body,
no amount of
or
Sorry.
what's left of the left ear on that body.
There is.
It's
Sorry,
always
did
the
you
left
also-
though.
Did you also get the one that was here?
That one I believe was out the door. I thought.
Okay, so you did not go outside.
I did not go
Got it.
outside.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab off the other 3.
Yeah, so you have all of those.
There is no amount of fucking therapy that will fix that.
Oh, trust me, I'm fine. This
No, but
actually
there will
isn't
be
that
an
bad
effect
for
loop.
Night City.
Yeah,
However, once he's done cutting,
this was something
Anari
they did. This is something they did back in the fucking Middle Ages.
Anari is going to try to get his attention once he's done with his stuff time.
So I'd be finishing at this guy.
Still dragging.
How much
that
time
dagger
did that
around.
take? I should ask, because he really
Okay,
did
so-
stop.
Yeah, we do.
So you are leaving that room.
What?
So,
Which
so
room?
you're leaving that room.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I already had my floor.
Fuck. We didn't search it.
You didn't search that room.
Okay, give me one fucking second. Put the corpse down.
So I had to ask multiple times, like, you're leaving this. You're leaving the area.
No, I
I
searched
mean,
the shit room.
you
I'm
guys
gonna
just
search
see
the
Anomaly
good
do
room.
it. It's not like it takes a short amount of time to take
No.
off these ears.
You are cutting off ears, to be fair.
Okay, so since you're walking into that room now,
And to be fair, Graves is
Graves has a broken arm. He has a reason not to search.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say that on Twitch, though.
as you walk further into that room, Inari, you realized what was taking the doctor so long in entering into the fight.
A dead girl.
You see a dead woman that has been stripped of all her cybernetics and a lot of her flesh. As you passed by this, you saw the bathroom, and roll a perception check for me.
I'll call it perception. Perception. Don't fucking roll a 1, please. Hey, look, a 7.
Since you rolled that high, I'll also tell you you're standing in front of the body of a Valentina member that is just laying on the Ripper dock table, and you just hear like a very faint, but you can barely make it out through just the sound of what is happening. Doc Graves calling to Anomaly, just cutting off ears or whatever is happening, and you just hear like the faint banging on the bathtub or something in the bathroom.
I'll open the door to the bathroom. Unless it's already open, then I'm just gonna walk in.
As you enter in, you just see a lot of red everywhere, and you just see a bathtub full of limbs. Cyber limbs, regular limbs. But you do hear just a banging coming from the bathtub. It's faint. Every maybe like 4 seconds, and then it stops for a while, and you hear it go on a little bit.
I'll walk up to the bathtub of Pennywise's concoction and see what the banging is.
You see a Valentina member hanging on to his life. You can tell that a lot of his cybernetics has been removed. However, he is alive. You can just still see the light in his eyes, but he just kind of reaches out towards you, and you can tell he only has one arm.
Then Anari is going to pull him out. And he is going to sorry, burp shit. Basically, with one arm, does he have legs?
He has one leg.
Okay, so here's the thing. He wants to carry both the corpse and him out, not necessarily the sniper corpse, but the female Valentino.
However, you now see this, and he's definitely there, but not there at the same time.
So, to explain, could I carry the both of them without the
Yeah,
sniper?
I believe you can. With your
Okay.
what's your body score again?
9. I'm beefcake.
Is there a carrying capacity in Cyberpunk?
Oh no.
I don't think there is necessarily a carrying capacity, but I think I think it'd be
Okay, yeah.
based on your body.
No, there's no rule for encumbrance or carrying capacity. The GM just kind of has say in if he thinks you can carry or they think you can carry this amount of fucking weight. So I just make a check for me. Make a athletics check. So I will let you.
Yeah, and it's athletics shit.
You be strong.
Yeah, there's
Athletics
16,
is
huh?
how you use the strength,
Here.
though.
You can very slowly. You might have to set one down every now and then because you are wounded, and you kind of instinctually grasp at your own wounds, and you just kind of drop at least the sniper occasionally because who cares?
Thanks. So I'm carrying all 3 of them then?
No, you can carry 2.
Okay. So I'm leaving the sniper.
Sorry,
I do not care
Okay.
about him anymore.
got it.
you're good.
Valentino's equal more important to him.
I did
The
not
Valentino
understand
who
what
i-
you were saying.
No, you
I
are
now
fine.
understand, and you are carrying both of them. But
so
you do have to set one down every now and
that
then
is
to
perfectly fine.
make sure that you are okay.
To put it
Yeah.
simply, scavs are shitty people. These Valentinos might be gang members, but they still have families.
However,
Who
I will say,
Probably want to see their family.
after he sees her, he faints.
Shit.
If only we had
Yeah,
a
okay,
convenient
roll-
medical device to put injured people.
Roll me just a basic medical. What's the base medical check?
Fuck it.
It's
Technical medical check?
Hold on. Yeah, it'd be
paramedic or
It'd be
first aid?
paramedic. Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna say for this it'd be paramedic.
I have a 6 in my tech, so
Hopefully I don't botch it.
It's a good thing you've got a doctor
Shit.
here.
He's dying now. You're not sure why, but he's definitely dying.
Yeah, he passed out. Doc,
All right.
need your help over here. He does not sound
is he
like
up
he
the
is
hallway?
smiling. He's trying to drag out the Valentino who just passed out and who's not dead right now, considering a live person's a little bit more important. But he is going to bring both.
Seeing
We're
that,
not getting
Graves like,
paid
"Damn it."
for the alive people. We're getting paid for the dead people.
Well,
Graves is gonna rush over to the Valentino.
Aren't we
then,
getting paid
and
by the
look him over.
Valentinos, though? We might get a bonus for
Yeah.
bringing back a living one.
and or a dead one. Believe it or not, people want to see their relatives no matter what. Gives them solace knowing that we killed the people who killed them.
Graves is rushing on over.
Don't really know what just happened, but that dude did kind of dying. Don't want that to happen.
Because you are.
All right.
Because you're a med tech and you're a paramedic, I'm not gonna make a real check. You can tell he just went into shock for some reason. You're not sure why, but he went into shock for some
All right.
reason.
No, I'm gonna need your help. Get him on the ground. Get him on the ground now.
Anari will put him down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your help because with my bum arm, this is gonna be difficult. But all right, Graves is gonna try to work to get him out of shock.
Okay. Just make me, I believe it's just a paramedic check.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh
No.
Doc, are you sure that's the...
He's got a broken arm, man.
Yeah.
You're trying to revive him, but at least that attempt you fail. Don't that instantly kill him. I do not.
fucking hope?
Make him make a death save?
Yeah, I guess it would make you make a death save then.
Look, I think hopefully it's a few of those.
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay with. Whoa, but the minuses.
Well, minuses don't affect the death save because the point is actually to roll. If you roll your body or higher, you die.
He may have already failed one of, not failed one, but gone into death before.
So he's got the bonus. I like that.
But I believe that 7 is good enough. I think I needed an 8. It's either an 8 or a 9. Yeah, I needed an 8 or a 9.
So he's still alive. He's still breathing.
Yeah, he's alive, but he's definitely still dying.
Damn it.
Doc, do you need help?
All I can get. I need a hand here. All right,
I don't
let's
think
try
I
this.
can give him advantage or anything like that in this type of system because I'm not even a medic myself.
Yeah. Well, Grace's gonna guide you to what you need to do while he does this.
Okay.
Of course, the life of me, I'm not an actual doctor, so I don't know what to do in case of shock. So.
If this was only an OD, this might be a little bit more useful.
Make me another paramedic check, because you would fail and then you would try again. And you now can
Boom.
successfully stabilize him.
There you go. You had to get the nat 1 for the nat 10.
Yeah. Okay.
You definitely realized he just needed some adrenaline, so you took a syringe and jabbed it into his arm. You stabilize him again. However, he definitely needs to get in that cryo pump now.
Yeah. Okay, Anari, get that. Fuck. Go get the guy out of the cryo pump and bring it here quickly. I'll keep him. I'll keep him here, but he needs that be in that cryo pump now.
Okay. He'll go take out the other one and then
You know what? Yeah.
bring in the cryo pump.
Anomaly is going to approach Graves while Inari's doing that because I rolled and he would now be fixated on Graves' broken arm. I'm going to attempt to use a paramedic check to stabilize Graves' arm.
Okay, sure.
I'm not trained in paramedic. I just have the aid in tech, and that's it. So
To be fair, I would hope that.
I hope I break your arm more.
Oh, fuck you too. Then. But to be fair, I'd imagine that Anomaly does have at least some knowledge of doing it. Especially there might be times where he's probably dislocated fingers with hitting them on hammers and stuff.
That's a 14. I don't know what the check is. Let's see. Quick fix. Broken arm, quick fix. Paramedic 13. So I win.
So
You got it.
I don't remember if that gives him access to his arm again or if it just makes it easier for him to do stuff. I just know you could quick fix.
I think it's for a short time. And a quick fix will remove the injury effect for the rest of the day. So you you make some kind of splint with just the material that's around Anomaly. You are very, very good at doing that. And you kind of just create something for Graves to make it so his arm doesn't rest on itself so much.
He can at least do basic things with it now.
Yeah, which means he can further give himself care now, and actually properly fix up his arm. Oh, okay, that's better. Thanks, Anomaly. Guess I'm still not completely there.
He just kind of sits down next to you and is staring at the ceiling.
Still not completely there. Alright. He's just gonna put his hand on the Anomaly's shoulder and just pat him a couple of times.
Okay.
The moment you touch his
Just
shoulder,
Groves.
his eyes almost refocus and he looks at you. Thank you for finally fucking touching him.
Sorry, the dude who's cutting off ears is not gonna get touched by the dude. My
You were
bad.
also advised by the doctor not to touch him.
Exactly.
So, you did the right thing.
At least not. Yeah, because you don't. Yeah, because he was worried that if touching him didn't snap him out, it was going to do the opposite and he was going to snap. He didn't want him already to get stabbed by Anomaly.
No.
At
He
least
does-
when Doc Graves confirmed that he's not, going to be hostile, that's what he was like, okay.
He doesn't say anything, but his eyes are refocused at least.
Alright. Right, we had lost you for a bit there. Thanks for the split, by the way. Thanks again.
He'll nod.
We don't have much more time, though, before the PD show up. I'm pretty sure at this point, Inari's brought up the cryo pump.
Yeah, I said that. Here you go, Graves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Graves will, with Inari's help, get the guy in the cryo pump and then get it sealed. And then Graves, basically, he does the, uses his hand to basically draw a cross on his chest and he says a little prayer. And he does the same thing for the dead Valentino as well. Alright.
Oh wait, what about the
Let's
dead
see if we go.
Valentino? I didn't hear that bit.
He did he drew the cross on his chest and did a prayer for both Valentinos, the living and the dead one.
Did you tell Inari to get the one he just kicked out of the pod?
At that point, Graves not gonna say right now. His focus is on currently a patient that's still alive and needs help. So he doesn't care about the other doctor anymore.
No, I was just making sure because Inari is going to leave him then and just carry the dead one.
Yeah, if Anomaly wants him, then Graves will do what he wants. What Anomaly wants to do later. But until then,
Did somebody order a night owl hip swivel? Oh wait,
I forgot Tippett left.
I didn't realize either.
Well, no, I remember she had to make a phone call now, but I forgot. Jesus.
I just thought she muted.
No, because then I'd hear you and him, and because I can't sound mute on the phone.
Hey, everyone.
Oh yeah. Understandable.
Anomaly will pick up the doctor's corpse.
Alright.
Having seen that they were attempting to take it and then stopped to grab the living person.
Anomaly, as you're traveling by that door, you are reminded of something that you did see earlier. It's a whole bunch of black lace and other drugs that is in that room.
1 second. Let's see. Where's this?
I think Graves also found the room.
You also found it.
Yeah.
So I want to remind you of it because it was last session, and I don't understand if you forget.
All right, let's see. I think he's too zoned out because I actually rolled a 16 on resist torture and drug. So I resist the call of the drug.
Okay.
Slugs.
As much as I want that black lace.
I mean, if you want to just make a perception check with Inari, since he has traveled by this room a couple of times now.
Sorry. Ice cream's delicious and I burped it up. My bad.
You get to taste it twice.
Yes, fucking delicious. It's Culver's. You said for me to make a perception too, right, Ryan? I'm not mishearing that? Okay, sorry. 19,
So
that's
you
a
see
5.
black lace
Fuck.
in that room. And then I believe there was another
correct.
drug that Graves did not identify at the time. And
Yeah.
that is in there as well.
Oh, cool drugs. Yeah, I'm more worried about the corpse I'm carrying than the drugs, sadly to say. So,
Now go stuff them
Yeah,
in your
You're gonna
bag.
destroy the drugs?
no, because the
Airline
PD's gonna get
disappointed
here.
in you?
Now, how long has it been with everything we've done?
Anomaly has no clue.
That's true.
Anomaly has no clue. If someone
Yeah.
else wants to try and figure out,
Mr.
I'll give you
DM,
a
how
long
has
deduction.
it been?
I'm gonna give you
Ooh,
a deduction because I don't really know any other
Great
check I'd
deduction.
make for this.
The funny thing is, I think the only person who would be able to tell would be Anomaly if he weren't in his current mindset.
Yeah, I mean,
where's deduction?
couldn't technically Graves do so through his Chiron? Since it's hooked to
Or-
his agent and
But did you check the time
You
beforehand?
didn't mention that you were checking the time.
You were
but
a bit busy stapling my chest shut.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, kind of lose track.
It would depend. Did Dope say that we have about 10 minutes while he was fixing Anomaly, or
Good question.
I don't remember.
because he would have checked the time? He would have definitely checked it after the fact. But if he was too busy stabilizing Anomaly, then no.
it was probably within a 6-second window. I say probably
Yeah.
because I don't remember the combat myself. But that's why I want the deduction, because it feels
Yeah,
just
I'll do the deduction.
good enough for me. Yeah,
I'll-
with that check, you can tell that you have about 6 minutes.
We got time.
All right.
No, wait, no, 4 minutes. 6 minutes has passed.
We got time.
Yeah. All right. So, question:
Yeah, but-
what are we gonna do about our escape? Are we just running out of here?
Well, we're gonna take the car, hopefully.
Yeah,
Well,
wasn't it
truck.
said that's. Well, truck's all the way back at the. Actually, where is our truck?
Not far.
Across the
Back-
road, remember? Like a block
I
away.
parked it in an alley about a block away.
Okay, I don't know why I thought we left it at
That's-
the clinic.
No, we drove here.
Yeah.
That much you
Okay.
should remember at least.
Yeah.
We needed that shit close in case this went I'll say ass up.
So are you collecting the rest of the ears? Or
Yeah, if we go downstairs and Anomaly will start chopping off more ears.
Anomaly. Still nothing.
He looks over to you, but he
I just
doesn't stop
imagine ear
sawing.
hack- You have to
We
saw
should
to get near
probably-
Something's wrong with you.
We should probably gonna move on.
Probably only takes like what 10 seconds per ear. Maybe
Oh my
more.
gosh! What
Is
do
it
you
sharp
think's
knife?
made of an ear? Cartilage.
If anything,
going.
it should only take you
Yeah.
like
It
probably
No.
takes a bit.
5 at most if you know what you're doing.
but
but
in
you're-
Anomaly states, finding these bodies and remembering where they are, he's just stumbling room to room looking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
does he have a
Graves will
concussion?
definitely-
You gotta remember,
So-
I'm still bloodied.
I don't know if I want to ask for a D4 or a D3. I'm gonna ask for a D3, D4 just to make this interesting.
What about these nuts? I'm so sorry.
So, anyways, we
I couldn't
see
find the
Inari's
D4 on
head
the top, so.
become a red mist as we hear a railgun shot.
Okay, only 2 minutes. That only takes 2 minutes.
Alright.
So
How
you have
many
2 more
ears
minutes
do
to
I
get to the
have?
car. Oh, let's do the math here. So
There were
on
5 from upstairs, so it's whatever's downstairs. Or wait, the sniper body was being left behind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be 6 from upstairs because I would have grabbed that one. Because I only didn't do it because Anari was carrying the ear, or the body, not the ear.
Is there 7 downstairs? Am I counting that? Yeah, I think there's 7 downstairs.
So I have 13 left ears.
It's pretty good.
Sorry, I forgot to type in the word left in front of scaviers. That is a very important thing. Alright.
Very saying his name didn't stop him. He was very intent on it, so I'm not gonna try anything else on that one. He seems very adamant on his ear collection.
I will tell you, every time he grabs an ear, he just puts it in the pocket of his coat.
In his nice white coat.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
not white. I smashed like 2 guys'
Anari.
heads like a fucking watermelon.
Anari is a little bit I don't know about this, cringing and that.
Gotta go somewhere. But once that is done, he will look to whoever he could see.
You all can see the flashing lights now.
Yeah, Graves is when Graves went downstairs, he was heading straight to the truck.
So are you grabbing Anomaly then?
If he's yeah, if he's right there when he's going downstairs, then yeah. Refresh this real quick. Maybe it'll work then.
Yeah, I will follow either Graves or Inari, whoever starts leading me once I'm done chopping off the last ear.
Anari would probably be the first one to try to go out, considering there's a person with a person who is still alive, and I'm carrying a dead person. Worst case scenario, the person carrying the dead person gets hit by something, not the person who's alive. If that made any fucking sense.
You're worried about the sniper. You're saying if the sniper were to shoot with his nasty, nasty railgun, you're saying you'd get shot at, but maybe he'll hit the dead body instead of you.
You do have body shield. That is actually a thing.
Yeah.
That or you're worried about the police just
I also
shooting
remembered
first.
the hit points on a corpse is just the body of the person that it belongs to.
Which is not much from what I know.
No, it's only gonna block like 1 shot. If even.
If it does that.
It's a good hit point buffer for a railgun shot, though. And there are no shots. You can make your way across the street and back behind the building where Dope originally was firing from. Make it to the truck. And is Anomaly driving?
Well, I assume I'm the last one to the truck.
Oh, there it goes.
Let's go.
So when I get to the truck, I open the back door and toss the doctor's corpse in.
Okay.
Hey, Anomaly.
He looks to you as he's reaching for the driver door.
He looks at you. Are you okay to drive? You don't have concussion or anything, do you? You haven't said a single word.
I pull open the door.
Police sirens getting louder.
Yeah.
Look,
Graves
okay,
is
can I
already in the
drive?
back.
Just make a vehicle maneuver check for me.
I'm guessing Anomaly does not let me drive.
You gotta
If
pull
you
out.
tried,
You have to pull out of this alley, which now in Anomaly state.
Oh my god,
the
pull
whole
out.
Let's see if he's the
Pull out
pull out.
him.
Let's see if he's the pull out king.
But no, if you're just asking to drive, he climbs in and gets in the driver's seat.
he needs
Alright.
manhandled, Anari. Come on.
So I have a -2 to this.
Anari. Or, that's me. Anomaly.
Yes. He needs
Anomaly.
manhandled, Anari, meaning you need to manhandle your...
I'm going to say this. If you believe in yourself, This is fine. You do something.
I plug into the truck.
No,
It's your own funeral.
And it
Good luck.
starts.
Yep.
Anari's
You
pull-out
shouldn't
game is
use
great.
words
though.
on the man that's not using words.
Anari's gonna get into the passenger seat. If you drive bad, I'm taking over.
Yeah, good luck. If you're not dead
All
already.
right. So I've got a -2 for being seriously wounded.
Inari isn't driving.
Do I have any other negatives due to my mental state and the fact that I just jacked into a truck and I'm trying to drive in my mental state?
No, because normally this would be very easy for you to get out. You would just be reversing out of this alley and then driving.
All right.
So that's what this
Yeah, well, actually-
maneuver is going to be. So I'm
So,
just going to ask for the normal
it's
-2.
only a +11 with just the -2.
Yeah, now I
16.
just realized, do you really want the
Okay.
Asian driving?
You can pull out of the alley pretty easily, and
Ooh, you just pull out,
make
guys.
sure you're on your way.
This is
Anomalies
game
pull
still
out.
fine.
Yeah.
It's probably better that he did take the driver or the wheel.
However, then just make a land vehicle check for me with the -2.
19.
This Anomaly is driving like a robot right now. You are survival driving right now. If you've ever driven when you have been very tired and you're just completely wired, it's that feeling right there.
I've seen Tiff do it, so I understand.
Hi.
Where you just do not look away from the road, barely blinking, and where are you
Pass me a
going?
Slim Jim, Glenn.
Actually, for the first little bit, it takes you a while to realize, but Anomaly is just driving.
I'm just going whichever way the road's taking me.
And it takes you about, 10 minutes to realize that. Let's see where you go, actually.
If no one stops,
If no one's gonna stop him.
I have no clue where we're gonna end up.
Graves would try to stop him, yeah.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
tell. So we're gonna tell. When would it be? You would get to. I'm just gonna use an Aries token for now.
Hi.
So where's
Okay.
Anomaly? Let's pull it over to it. Oh, the street map. I forgot I got this map. Yeah, this is perfect.
Oh.
Oh no.
Or no, this is it's the street map and the
Tram.
tram map. Thank you. So you had been over here. So someone drag the token out.
I got this.
Well, I feel like it should be.
Oh, perfect. The
We
truck.
have a truck token.
Heck
So
yeah.
yeah, I guess it would actually be this turn because the apartment would have been around here. So you would have gotten down this street basically to here before you might turn into Pacifica or keep going in the Glen. I would say he would probably keep going just at the first go just because it's a straight line.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to guess get to here. And that's when you realize he has no idea where he's going. He takes an off-ramp
Yeah.
into a weird part of the Glen, does a circle almost, and then goes back out to exactly where he was.
Yeah, and then after this point, it'll be when Graves taps his shoulder. Not only.
He shakes his head, looks at you. Actually, he'd turn and look at you.
Yeah, you're champion, fam.
Jack.
Break.
Take me by the clinic. Oh, I can drop off. And start getting to work. Need to fix my arm before I can or decide to do anything else.
You
I
pull
keep
up
driving at
properly
random.
fixed-
He doesn't remember where the clinic is.
Roll me 1d6, and then someone roll me a d4.
2
I can get you that D4.
on the 6.
Okay, so
4 on the D4.
So you cross the bridge over here. You get to about here. And you realize you are in. Hold on a minute.
We're in what's it called territory?
Yeah.
The fucking 6th Street.
Nope.
Eh.
Didn't they get absorbed?
Oh no.
I'll play back to the other map for a second.
No, it's the Chakra.
Yeah.
Chikara, my bad.
I think it's Chikara.
Shit. Also, 6th Street's still over there.
So we're only a D100.
I'll let someone else roll this one.
A
Oh my
6,
gosh.
A fucking 6
Damn.
on a
I'm gonna do this.
D100.
Good boy.
Oh. Guys, are we about to get shot at? We're about to get drive-byed.
No.
Yeah.
But
Where's how-
you see a couple of bikes. People that are riding on the bikes.
To be fair, Anomaly's not driving like a jerk. He's just basic tow driving.
Anomaly is not making this check. It's whoever's paying
Aw.
attention and looking around right now, and not trying to get him to drive.
It leaves it to Inari, I believe.
So make me a perception check, then.
Wow.
Okay.
An
Uh,
11
you-
on a 1.
You
is
just
still good.
hear some bikes. You just hear them. Just hear the sound of loud crotch rockets.
Okay, so I'm going to say this as a character. I feel like we're being followed. However, that's besides the point. Anomaly, pull over. You're going the wrong way. Let me drive. Take a rest.
I keep going. He is literally just following the natural curves of the streets, and whatever turn makes the most sense in his messed up mind right now.
How does one make a man stop a car? But that's not pointing a gun in his head.
I mean, you could probably pull his plug, but that's probably not a good idea either.
I'm not going to unjack this man in his car. That sounds like a fucking horrible idea. I know what I
You're
said.
gonna jack this man in his car?
No, I'm gonna unjack this man in his car. That's the whole point. He's already jacked in.
Then give him roadhead?
No, that's something different.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I'm so glad Dope didn't get in the car.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, it is
Christ.
a good thing.
Um,
Well, Graves isn't going to tell him anything because as long as if he follows the road, he could eventually get to the point where they can get back on track.
Hey.
Well,
We definitely-
Fucking wastelands.
yeah, that's the issue is
So keep going that
the
way.
more he's going, the closer he's getting towards the Badlands.
Anomaly, stop the car. For all of our betterment, please.
I stop at a stop
What,
sign,
baby?
and then I start
Get
going
out.
again.
Get in the. I'm about to fucking.
were you going to do something in the time that he was stopped at the stop sign?
You know what? Graves is. He's going to reach for the plug.
Okay. Is there a check for this?
I don't think so.
I don't think there is. So I
Yeah.
think you can just unjack him.
Yep. So before he starts going to the stop sign, I'm just going to
Is it
disconnect the plug.
painful?
All right, you stalled me for a moment. Because I assume it takes a couple seconds to switch from jacked in to manual driving.
Yeah.
Happens in that time period.
Did you
That was
even
just-
realize that he unjacked you?
That is true.
So currently the truck is just stalled at this thing. However, because you unjacked me, the brake is also not on, so we're slowly coasting off of this intersection.
Shit. Inari is going to try to. I don't know how to put this.
How fast are we going?
Are you trying to hop in his lap so you can drive the car for him?
Do not want to do that, but I also don't
Would
want
you
to
rather
spread.
die?
Yeah, fair
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Fine, we're a big truck.
Claus, can I get a gun for Christmas? Okay, I'm gonna get into his lap now.
Can I get a gun? You already did.
Also,
He
I don't
doesn't
know what
want-
you're talking about, Joey. I
Make a
want
contortionist.
on Anomaly's lap. That man's
Make-
height, that hair.
I am.
I am dreaming.
Okay, look. I don't want
Freaking
fucking-
Night Owl and Anomaly's lap.
I
just
don't want
is this
fake
is this a
Glenn.
girl
Anna.
sitting in her dad's lap?
I don't want fake Glenn. I want real Glenn. There's a difference.
Well, if you
Well, I
wanted
got
to be
another
in
thing
Glen,
back
you
again.
shouldn't have let me get this far.
Yeah.
However,
Make a
I
contortionist.
can't
check
do
for
much
me.
from the back seat, especially with a
Contortionist,
broken arm.
no.
I
It's
believe
limited to
this is just a cab. So it is just one large seat.
Yeah,
It's
contortionist
like
is
the
actually
seat
one of
of
my
a size
worst
of
ones.
4, I believe, in this truck.
Well, there was a back seat.
Oh, so I
Graves is in the back seat with like a corpse.
okay.
For this.
But you described that it had a
Don't
back
trust
seat when
this.
we stole it. But the front seat is just like a bench seat in a truck.
I believe you.
So I don't know
Night
where my
Owl's just a freak of
bullet
nature.
die is. So instead, I'm gonna use a different D8. So hopefully this doesn't fuck me over.
D8.
D8. Okay.
Me
I'm glad
too.
we
You'll be
realized at the
You'll be
same
nerfing
time.
yourself.
Yeah, I do not need that.
There was also a simple solution to this,
I
but
mean-
this is the complex solution.
Yes, we do everything complex here. What are you talking about? Okay, so before I have a stroke, D12 is a die, right?
Why do you need a D12?
No, I'm just curious because I'm trying to find the right fucking dice here. Sorry, overwhelmed for a moment.
And we hit a semi.
No.
Big truck versus big truck. Who win? Mine's heavily reinforced. Mine actually might win.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Downside,
so-
we all have whiplash.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got a 13. That's like pretty high for my 5 fucking decks.
Yeah, you're able to get on top of him. However, you can't like wedge him out of the way, so you are just sitting on his lap. I would have
God
given
damn
it to you that you could like wedge yourself to the other side of him if you rolled high enough, but you are on his lap now.
Yeah, okay, that's how this works. I feel very uncomfortable. But you know what? Better than dying.
I don't think Inari
Um,
would care if it means living. Best part.
Ain't the most uncomfortable thing he's done before.
I will say this, if he feels anything, he's shooting.
Oh, I mean, if you want to put it that way.
You feel a
I mean,
nice
technically you are
bulge.
feeling him.
Feel a
Okay,
nice
if he
bulge
feels
against your
some-
back because there's a pocket full of ears that you're sitting against.
Okay. I'm just saying this because my character. I'm saying it because my character would. I'm making an explanation of why.
I mean,
However,
you're
I
gonna
know-
feel things you don't want to feel when you're close.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's the difference between feeling balls and feeling leg.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he
because
is
it's
gonna
totally
throw it
what
back.
Inari. It's totally
Yeah,
what
how far-
Inari Anomaly.
How far are you throwing it back onto his lap? You could just be sitting on his legs right now.
Whoa, he's
Yeah.
throwing it back on his lap? God damn.
Yeah,
Busting it down sexual
free lap
style.
dance.
Alright, hold on.
What
I
kinda
think
dog
this
is
is,
that
I think this is
fucking
appropriate
animal?
right here.
You know what it is, Kelsey? Yakuza's.
Them femboys, man. And then those main outfits, I'm rolling
Yeah,
now
I
before I
love
keep
me.
talking.
I
Yeah,
love me some Yakuza femboys.
drive the cars.
How much of the car? I got a 9, so...
I'm worried. What is your
79. It's a sit now. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's like basically the highest I
Where
could
are
go
you
without
going?
taking 10. I am going to try to go to. Oh fuck, we are like far away, and if we turn around, it's probably an issue.
Actually, hold on. You're getting a call right now.
Oh my god, who's it from? Do I have their number?
It's just from. It would just be Yakuza Tower.
Okay, he'll pick up. Hello.
Greetings. This is Kay. Your friend is overheating. I have engaged the sprinkler systems. I hope you have a pleasant day. And the call ends.
Okay. Hearing that. What's the speed limit?
There's a speed limit?
Sorry, okay, you know what? Actually, yeah, this is Cyberpunk. What's the speed suggestion?
You mean the speed checklist?
Or the
Yes,
speed
Cam.
minimum?
Okay.
Oh, you saw it?
There's a speed limit of 40 at the traffic lights. So in nights, there's actually a whole bunch of signs. It varies. So in this part of the city, I'm gonna say it'd be like 35.
How often do cops come around this area? I wouldn't know that. That's a stupid question. I wouldn't know that.
You didn't let me get us to Japantown.
Hearing that my friend is overheating is kind of an issue. He says 35 in this area.
We're
Doing 45.
Okay, we'll go with 40 because I'm not gonna do fives. Do whole
So
numbers.
then I'm doing 50. Doing 10 of whatever it is.
Okay. You're not gonna get pulled over in this part of the city because all the cops have been drawn to another part of the city.
Shocking.
Luckily.
So you can make it into Japantown. You eventually hear the motorcycles just trail off. But you can tell they were probably following you for a little while.
I will say this: imagine a cop pulls us over, and I'm sitting in Anomaly's lap, driving.
You're sitting in Anomaly's lap and there's a dead body in the back.
2.
Oh, don't worry, I have a good bribery.
Well, it's not a dead body. Well, it's
No,
not just a dead body. 2 dead bodies and someone in a body bag, essentially.
Yeah, basically. So 3 corpses, 3 and 3. You know, try to take him to a hospital. Excuse
Listen,
me.
sir, they're not my bodies.
I'm holding them for a friend. Technically isn't wrong. However, to Japantown, so then we can go make sure that our cyber friend is fine, or else issues might occur. I am, however, informing Doc. Wait.
Boy. All right. Step on it.
I'm informing Doc, and I'm calling. And I'm calling. Oh fuck. Voices.
I mean, there is a doctor on site.
I'm calling Doc Wisdom. I'm telling you, Doc, and then I'm calling Fumiko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might want to floor it.
What do you think I'm doing?
Don't
Doc
insult
Wisdom
my
is
truck
not-
like that.
Doc Wisdom is not in this office. Fumiko does not answer you.
Okay, so now that nobody is answering, we're going 60.
Okay.
Oh no. You realize you have to stop this thing, right?
You realize that brakes are a fucking suggestion, and get the fuck out of the way.
Or a suggestion.
You can make it to the tower.
In one piece.
Make me if you're going 60 now, actually make me a land vehicle check. And
Fucking yeah.
one
You're
maneuver,
no longer underneath basic driving.
and one
Time out.
one
3.
maneuver, because if you're going that fast, at one point you are gonna misjudge a brake time. Just because you have
Maneuver?
never
Where's
driven this thing
maneuver at?
before.
Maneuver is a land vehicle check. Or
Oh,
not
okay.
tech, land vehicle control tech.
Where's land
Tech.
vehicle control tech?
Under control,
Under control?
there's land
Oh,
vehicle.
I'm better at driving than the tech check? Okay, that makes sense, actually. What about a
The
little higher then?
tech is repairing
I
the
guess-
vehicle.
That's fair. Never mind. Okay, so land vehicle. Let's do this, baby. That's not bad. I got another 15. Because I rolled an
Okay,
8.
Now make your maneuver.
Yeah, which one's maneuver under?
It's just another.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Just 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, big whammy, big whammy. Okay, give me 1 second to add all that up.
He's doing basic math.
26. I rolled a 10 and then a 9.
Yeah, you can make it back to Yakuza Tower.
See, look, guys, we really are good time. Never happen again. Holy Christ. I saw what you're posting in chat, Cam.
You just saw it? You didn't commented on it?
No, I didn't. I was too busy trying to, floor it to save a NPC. A character's
NPC.
life, not an NPC.
NPC.
Everybody, there's
What
NPCs here who
I'm an
are...
NPC now.
To be
Yeah,
fair, there's an
apparently.
Asian NPC in the back who is technically dying in my old age, so...
Old age? What?
Yeah, because he's stabilized right now. He's dying of old age. Right? He's not dying right now, is he?
And who knows? Where are you
What
parking
doing?
my truck?
Yeah. What are you doing? You make it to the tower and you are outside the tower.
Parking garage.
Okay. You can park inside of the building.
Okay. Then I'm getting out of Santa Claus's lap. Leaving the 2 dead corpses in there. And I'm hoping Grace is getting out with me, or else we're gonna have kind of issues.
Oh, Graves is not worried about the one person in the cryo pump. Graves is, they're fine for now. Graves is making his way upstairs to quickly get to Night Owl.
Okay, so I'm going to assist Anomaly out of the truck.
What does assist entail?
Assist entails him trying to doing the lewdest of acts and holding your hand to try to get you out. He is not forcing you. He is just trying to he unbuckles you, and then he's going to...
He doesn't make a
Kinda
move
like-
to get out.
Let the fucking princess carry you. Anomaly, you have to come sit down and get taken care of, please. Come on, let's go.
He's just staring out the windshield.
Okay, so because he thinks he is actually wounded and needs medical attention, he's going to try to pick you up like you are a fallen comrade, not like he's over shoulder, like he's trying to just hold you.
I'm getting princess
To
carried.
pick you up. Yes, you're getting princess carried right now as we speak. He's fucking slamming the car
All right.
door with his ass too. Do you make her resist or anything like that?
Your ass is that high up?
No, his ass is just so
No.
delicious. Clearly.
When
No,
you
there's
forcefully grab me,
Nice.
I just go with you.
Okay. Thank Christ.
All you had to do was not let me get in the driver's seat. Just put your hand on my shoulder and pull me away from it and get in yourself.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're talking to the dude with a backbone of jelly because I literally ordered shit today and they got it wrong at least a little bit, and I was like, yeah, that's good because I didn't have any backbone to say no. So
Did Autumn know?
Say
you know.
But yeah, he just you don't even have to fully pick him up. Once you start like pulling him out of the truck, he just steps out.
Okay, well, he's still gonna attempt to help you.
But he'll follow.
Okay, he's going to. Where's Doc Graves going? Like, is he taking the staircase or is he taking the elevator? I'm hoping he's taking.
He throws
fucking
up in the parking
elevator.
garage though.
There's a lot of blood.
Definitely
Yeah.
caution.
It depends. If Doc Graves hits the elevator button, does it arrive within 20 seconds?
Ooh, no, not 20 seconds. About a minute.
Yep. After 20 seconds, he starts taking the stairs.
The stairs are going to take longer. You see the elevator coming down, but it's going to take a minute.
Okay.
It is going to take.
Hmm.
This thing is about 70. No, I wrote down how high this was. Hold on.
It was like 100 floors,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I put it in.
It would take you way longer to
sheets.
take the
Where is
stairs
it?
than to wait for the elevator.
And Ari knows how long it takes to get up that staircase and down it, considering he is now an Olympic marathon runner.
He's basically pacing. He's like, he's about to go to the staircase. Like, no. He waits the elevator.
I did tell him that there is like a cooling suppression on her, so we probably have a little bit extra time, but
Yes, the library is on the 79th floor, and it is
Christ.
a 100 floor tower.
no, I'm helping Anomaly over to the elevator.
So I
You can-
take a left here.
you can ride
and
the
then a
elevator
right
up.
there.
Takes about 2 minutes going up this elevator. But you can make it to the lab.
Anomaly
In
dry
that
heaves
time-
multiple times in the elevator.
Did you say throw up multiple times?
Dry heaves.
Oh,
He got everything out in the parking garage.
I
Wondering if
There's
Night
not
Owl
gonna
would
be
be
water.
back to her body by now because of Anomaly's detour. I don't think that would be longer.
I don't know because she has decreased intelligence and she didn't walk out of the tower. She used cell phones and pinged her way to where we needed to be. So I don't know if she actually can
Yeah.
find her way back.
She
Because
doesn't. She can't retrace her steps. She has to.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what? Just roll me. Just tracker. Is there a check involved with tracker at all? That interface check.
I mean, there's a mapping one, but that's more used when you're in towers and stuff. But
Yeah.
need I remind you, I have decreased intelligence from that lich right now, on top of the fact I have 7 hit points.
Because I'm not sure what I want, just roll me an interface check.
That works.
Because that's just the basis of all these checks, anyways.
That should have a -2. I'm bloody. Oh, wait, that's not it. It didn't roll. You stupid thing.
That's actually a pretty good roll.
I'm surprised the bloody doesn't count on my interface, but that's good to know.
So you could make it. Because you went to. Yeah, you probably would still be out of your body by now.
Hope it hasn't been 2 hours.
You'd probably have definitely talked to Priest and be trying to find your way back to your body in Japantown. I think you'd probably be stuck in Japantown, though.
Yeah.
That would be what happens. You can find your way to Priest Pizza Shop and then lost Japantown. But you guys can make your way up to the lab, and you do find Night Owl still in the chair. Very hot. You can see she is steaming, and there is sprinklers that is just going off in that room.
Yeah. Graves just walks in, walks up, feels exactly how hot she is. And then he makes his way on over to get some ice.
Compared to Psycho, how bad am I off?
Oh, better than her.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And he'll go ahead and he'll get a couple of ice packs and put it on her. Of course, he doesn't know anything about or know much about the net. He's more knowing about what conditions can happen from someone being in the net. You know what? He's actually going to call her. Because if she's still in the chair and still in the net, then there's still a chance that she could probably intercept it.
Yeah, her phone's not on though.
Why is your phone ever on?
Her phone wasn't on. She used Anari's phone to make the group call and then did that.
How did you call Priest's Pizza Shop then?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So it'd still be on after
So
that,
would have.
I imagine.
Yeah, she would have had to remote turn it on. She'll answer it.
Hey, Night Owl, still out in the net?
No,
No?
I'm just taking a walk around the city.
Alright. Well, we're finished up and we're back here. So.
You're back here? And she just turns around and looks.
Well, I'm sitting right here with
You're
your
not.
body here in the chair.
But my body's
well,
right
I'm-
here.
Let me rephrase that. I'm sitting right here next to your body in the chair.
My body's right
no.
here.
So you're in the tower with us, right? In the net.
No, my body's right here.
So you yourself are still out in the net around the city, correct?
I'm not.
Or are you?
I'm on a walk through the city.
Grace is in a, like I said, seeing that she was basically overheating and looking back over her body. Do you need help getting back?
No. Yes. No.
Could you trace my call and get back here? You're currently burning up right now. I need to get you out of the net.
If I was in the net, all I would do is she starts actually doing what you would do if she's in the net, despite her thinking she's not in the net. And then then she's just in that room because she did what she should have. Wait a minute. How did I get back here? I did the thing I did when I'm normally in the net. And I was outside on my walk. And now I'm in here. Am I dreaming?
I'd imagine being in the net would be like dreaming. But let's get you up and out of there real quick because I got to cool you off.
You know, I'm really tired. I think I'll just take a nap right here. And she just climbs, it metaphorically, speaking, but almost literally, she climbs into the chair and she takes a nap as her consciousness is regaining her body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Graves just waits for a moment, seeing if she actually gets out of the net.
Well, I would imagine there's a tell, but I don't know how it would appear. She wouldn't
Yeah.
open her eyes. She's taking a nap.
I feel like the chair would do something if it's disengaged now.
It
Probably
does
something on
the
its
Windows
interface,
start
yeah.
up some
Is there a
noise for a
couch in
moment.
here, by the way, Ryan?
You mean the one Psycho's on?
Yes, I.
You mean the one?
No,
you mean the one
did you
Psycho?
put her in her bed? I think you put her in her bed. Because there is a couch
Oh
and
wait,
a bed.
no, I think
Yeah, because Night Owl locked
There is a
herself in
couch.
Psycho's room to
Yes, there's a couch in here.
delve into that. Alright, Anomaly is laying on that fucking couch.
It's like a futon.
And he is just staring at the ceiling.
Anari will help him over the couch.
He's already on it. You looked away from him.
I look away from him for
Right.
2 seconds and he disappears just like cartoon character.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I would assume that something on the chair's interface would say that basically it's disengaged or something like that. So once Graves sees that, he's gonna let out a sigh, and then we'll turn around to suddenly see an Anomaly on the couch.
He's
Yeah,
coated
he's
in
def.
blood. This couch is fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the
But
couch.
he's
Blood,
now that in a safer
seeing.
now that they're in a safer space, he's gonna look over Anomaly, and considering his current state, like how he's spacing out and all that, he's gonna think on what could be causing it. What do you think? Medtech check?
I don't know if it's med tech or if it would just be first aid.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same amount for me.
Oh,
either
okay.
way.
You know what? Yeah, just do that then.
What did I get?
So, because that has to do with like the technology, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still didn't roll. Oh, I'll just 20.
Oh yeah, he been in shock for a long time.
Yeah. Grow up seeing that Graves is gonna do
the
as
mindless the mindless movement, the all of that, he's just been operating on autopilot. His brain is like somewhere else.
Well. Yeah. Well, you're gonna definitely try to bring him out of shock.
Why would you do that?
You
I'm
wanna be
free
prepared
of the
there,
pain
sailor?
like this.
Actually,
Okay, calm down.
well, he's going to bring him out of shock, but actually,
Ah.
with him like this, he might be able to
Yep.
get away with something else.
He has cold sweats. He's
Yeah.
his eyes keep just like completely unfocusing, then focusing.
Graves definitely going to get a blood sample from him.
I mean, I don't think you even need to like. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Granted, it's probably
Yeah.
mixed with other blood.
Yeah, he's going to have to poke a vein because he's not going to try to get blood that's on the outside of his body, considering how many people who probably have blood splattered on him. So he's going to take a little alcohol pad, just clean a spot on his arm, and he's going to draw some blood, put it in a vial.
Pretty sure that me and him both look like Jackson Pollock paints. That's besides the point.
All three of us do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Graves
Graves-
blew several heads apart at point
Yeah.
blank range with a shotgun.
I may have to
Yeah.
use the shotgun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when things started to look dire, Graves went from, alright, it's less that we need to take these guys down. These guys gotta go down now. But yeah, he gets the blood sample and he stows it away later for a toxicology. Considering he just watched him inject something into himself and doesn't know what he did. He wants to make sure he didn't put something that would probably kill him if Graves didn't fix it. Oh my god, I just realized I could be an asshole.
Please don't.
Let me remind you though, Cam, you did watch him stab a syringe into his leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he's getting the blood sample.
Okay.
He wants to know what I
Also-
stabbed into my leg.
Oh, so if you're worried that he could be ODing right now, you just throw some activated charcoal. You'll get over it.
Oh no, I have rapid detox. That's why I'm saying I could be an asshole.
Just give him some Narcan, he'll be fine. Just...
Nah, activated charcoal's cooler than Narcan.
Fucking
That's why I said
sadist!
charcoal.
You know what? He actually
I
is
am a
going to use the,
sadist.
just in
Doesn't,
case. Now that he has the
doesn't-
blood sample, he is going to use the rapid detox on Anomaly, just in case.
Anomaly,
Oh,
make a
no.
resist drugs and torture check.
Yep.
'Cause I'm assuming you want to try and resist this.
I think this is resist drug and resist torture.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no.
cool.
This isn't. Oh no. Let's see. Does this target next to torture? Yeah. So 1 plus 8
Oh boy.
is 9. Minus 10 is -1.
Oh! Yeah, you are stone cold sober right now. And it honestly, it feels like Graves just stabbed you in the leg with just a painful serrated dagger. And
Well,
it's just spreading through your body now.
on the upside, I am now very focused. On the downside, I am focused on grabbing my missing, like, where my missing leg is and screaming.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Because I now feel all the pain that the morphine was
No.
nullifying.
Yeah, and considering
I
Graves
get all
didn't know
this.
you had morphine beforehand, and didn't know what you injected into yourself in that syringe, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Good news is that seeing that you're now suddenly focused and very much in pain, he's getting some more morphine.
And actually, no, because of that, though, I'm going to say with that one, he passes out from the pain. After screaming for a few, like, probably like 30 full seconds, he just passes out.
Oh.
Shocking.
Okay, well.
Upside, I stop screaming when I pass out.
Yeah. Well, now he's out.
And it's like a blood-curdling scream.
If anybody else was awake in the room, that actually would be Anari would be the only other one.
Yeah, Anari is kind of watching a little worried. Actually, nah, he's not worried.
And I will say, his eyes, while more focused, are just kind of in panic mode until he passes out. They're
Yeah.
just looking everywhere until he just drops.
Is there anything that he says?
Anari?
No, Anomaly.
Oh, sorry.
What would he scream?
Mm.
No, I know.
Obviously, you would-
I actually do know what he'd scream, wouldn't he? Sorry. I've got to look at how this is spelled.
Lordom?
You need me to
It-
respond with how
it
you
would-
you want me to say it?
All I know is that it would piss Star off.
Oh, he would be so fucking pissed at this name.
Oh, he'd hate both of them.
Oh,
I feel like it was an X.
Oh,
also.
I'm
so
not
does-
going to
does it have-
actually scream it
Yeah.
because
Understandable.
you know,
Reasonable.
I'm
Understandable.
kind. But he yells, "Zivix!"
Seemed like he was just more excited about it than anything.
Yeah, you know what it is. Pain. It's pain scream. I can't do pain scream. I've
Yes.
never screamed in pain before. I'm sorry.
Never.
Nope.
Love my
Never.
guttural.
Nope.
I won't press X down on that, but okay.
I've cried in pain. I've never screamed in pain.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Alright. Yeah. Still Graves up. Still Graves after all that. After Anomaly passes out, he's just gonna stand up. Still taking that morphine that he pulled out of his bag, and he's just gonna lean against the wall, just taking a deep breath, and he's gonna fill a syringe and just on his shoulder, just inject himself a little bit.
Oh, so you get to hit the morphine. Fucking asshole.
He knows how much he should take for it.
Oh yeah, especially in his dazed state, Anomaly just there was no measurement.
Yeah, he needed it in that moment.
It got him to the
Graves
tower.
And you also gotta remember, Graves is not only trying to dull the pain of his broken arm, he's also gonna dull the pain of a railgun shot that's probably either. Well, actually, didn't it go through and through?
It went through and through.
Okay,
It
then
missed your
never mind. Well,
vitals.
There's a
Yeah.
foreign body injury if it stays in.
Yeah. So yeah, he's still definitely trying to dull the pain of a railgun shot that went through and through.
Cauterized itself though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully. Oh, okay. A little bit better. Bit of the rush going down.
It'll be nice. I'll type it in here.
So, Benari,
Mm-hmm.
I love it every
you said
time I
you're
look
fine-
at it.
you said you were fine before we got here, but are you sure you don't need me to look at anything now that we're here?
I'm fine.
Alright. Let's make it sure.
I appreciate
Oh,
your worry, but I'm more worried about those two.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, Night Owl went to bed. So, as long as she doesn't hop back in the net, she'll be fine. Those ice packs will cool her off, and eventually, once she's
Ryan, no
cold
one's
enough-
in the room, right? Because he went out to go check on good old Anomaly.
Thought they were all in the same room.
Yeah, the couch is in the room with the chair.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Can't sneak away this time, you little shit.
I'll sneak away, motherfucker.
I mean, you could.
I
I
will.
think you have the
actually
highest
will
stealth.
attempt to stealth.
You have the highest
I
stealth,
actually
and
will
right
attempt
now,
to stealth. It's not going to end well. It's not going to, but that's kind of the point.
Shocking
She's
something not ending well
bloodied.
for us.
right. I do need to look over Night Owl, though, just in case. I got her out of the net, but I need to see the extensive damage.
Body.
I think I'm gonna take the truck.
Actually, could you hold off on that?
Why?
'Cause I gotta go back to the clinic. I gotta
Or-
patch up my arm, and well, once I get the arm patched up more, I should be fine, and then I can go look over Anomaly better, and then help our friend still clinging to life back, who's still back down in the truck.
Just gonna drop him off at the Valentino's.
I mean, you could do that, but I could also keep him in the clinic. It is in Valentino territory, after all, and if you just tell him that to come pick him up after I'm done, it'd be fine.
I know.
Graves is gonna turn to, well, he's still listening to an R, but he's gonna turn to look at the chair.
Well, I rolled
So-
a 12 for my stealth.
Do you want me to give a perception?
Yeah.
Is there a type of passive in this system?
No.
No passive. Okay.
That's why you just have to roll a perception.
15.
Oh, you audibly hear the ice pack just fall off her head and hit the ground, and she starts just walking out of the chair, or walking to wherever Sayako was, which I think we said was the bed.
Yeah.
23.
Just send that quick.
I mean, Grace is not going to say anything yet, but he's definitely going to go see where she's going.
She kind of just sits on Sayako's lap and then just starts poking her face.
How long has it been? It's been 10 hours, right? So it's been 2 hours since the end of the job. So it's been 8 hours since then. She's still asleep.
Yeah. Seeing that Night Owl went in there with Psycho, Graves will then walk in. Hey, Night Owl.
Still just poking Sayako's face.
Oh, she's back to that now.
Yeah. Graves will sit next to them. How are you feeling?
She looks at you, but she's like a head to your right, like as if there was another image of you on your right shoulder.
Yeah. He's definitely taking a look
She
at
rubs her eyes.
Yeah.
She starts squinting really hard. Nope, this is too freaky. And she starts crawling off of Sayako and going under the bed.
Like the Graves would have taken a look at her eyes to see what was if there was any anomalies in her
Roll medtech.
how they look. Medtech? Yeah.
I'm in her eyes?
As long as Night Owl is letting him see her long enough.
Oh no, she's fighting. She's full resisting.
Well, there's not much room to hide under the bed, so unless she's actively...
Yeah. And he's also not trying to force her. He's not forcing her, but he's, like I said, he's basically trying to do a cursory examination without touching her. Like he was paying attention to how her eyes.
Let me ask: are you using a light to look in her eyes?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll give you that med check just in case. Okay.
Dice are on your side today,
She is in like the early stages of heat stroke.
Okay.
And yeah, she's going through a lot of the symptoms right now. Confusion, agitation.
Graves is just seeing that. He's just like, one moment, as he just watches her like crawl under the bed, he'll go back to the chair, pick up the ice pack that fell.
As soon as she sees his feet leaving her eyes, she's making a break for the vent. She's going to miss the vent. But she's going to, like, run towards the vent, slam against the wall. No.
Yeah, hearing that, Graves comes back in with the ice pack. You okay?
She just throws up.
That is a no. Yeah. He's just gonna gently press the ice pack against her head and just gently help her up and sits her back against
No touching. She becomes kind of like that dead cat weight pudding. No.
It's okay. Get you back on the bed. You just got too hot for too long, so let's just get you on the bed. But yeah, he'll just, even if she's doing the dead cat thing, he'll just like carefully, slowly get her back to the bed. Probably at one point she does throw up on him.
Oh, she definitely does.
Yeah.
It's a lot of liquid because she doesn't eat solid foods,
Yeah. So yeah.
which is worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
next to the blood, anyways.
Seeing? Oh God.
I'm so thankful she
Oh,
didn't
no.
apparently see Anomaly with his chest almost opened up with staples in it.
The moment you
Yeah.
set her down, she just kind of starts seeing the blood on her hands. And she like brings it really close to her face. Are there any physical signs to this? She starts hyperventilating. You know what? That's a good physical sign to use. She starts hyperventilating.
Oh yeah, she's starting to panic.
Yep.
Yeah. Now he's got to calm her down. So yeah, he's keeping the ice pack on her, seeing her hyperventilate. But he also sees the blood, which also means it's like, uh-oh, that's internal damage. So now.
Oh no, it's the blood off of you. That's what she's freaking out about.
Oh, never mind.
She doesn't have any physical blood signs. She might have a nosebleed, but nothing like the fact that you picked her up. She flailed around like a dead cat against you. Her skin's probably clammy, so it definitely grabs some blood.
Yeah.
But now she's freaking out because she's got blood on her.
Okay. Hey, Anara, can I get you in here real quick? Actually, before you come in here, clean up. Wash off.
He's going to look down at himself and look at how much blood he's covered in, because I'm pretty sure I remember being quite a bit.
Bit someone.
Point to blank,
She's
yes.
that far panicked.
So your face is covered in blood a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit on your coat just from being around Anomaly too and sitting on his lap. It's all over the back of your coat.
You
I'm gonna
probably were
take
fairly
off
clean.
my jacket.
Yeah, your other your pants are a little dirty. It would just be the back of your pants though, but you would be okay.
I'm going to take off my jacket. I'm going to go wash my face and my arms, and then I'll go in there.
I think she'd probably end up passing out. She's dehydrated. She threw up twice.
Yeah.
She's hyperventilating
Join us.
now. So she's not getting enough air.
Just roll me a resist torture and disease and drugs.
This is torture.
Resist torture and
This is
drugs.
definitely torture. Where is this? Oh, I'm actually in the right tab.
I would say that's high enough that if you want Night Owl to stay conscious, she can be.
I'll give her one more chance for them to not utterly butcher her. But I need to decide whether I'm going to do this or not. So I'm going to leave it in Glenn's hand and say high or
Sweet.
low. No, high or low.
You know what? I've been rolling a lot of highs, so low.
Should never say that. Shouldn't have said that. It's
Oh,
always
no.
gonna be the other one now.
I want this to happen. I don't know what it is, but I want
well, I
this
know
to
what
happen.
I signed to Glenn. Just remind me, what cybernetics does Graves have?
Visible? The only real visible that one he has, it would be on his arm, since that's his tool hand.
Okay,
But knowing what he has, you do know that Graves has mentioned a neuroport.
cool. I'm gonna be quick hacking Graves. to cleanse
That's
just
so
off
bad.
camera for me.
See, my only thing is I feel like she would have seen Graves with blood on him before. She's the
It
doctor.
it doesn't have to do with that factor. It's the state of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that Anomaly said to her, "You're always in danger."
You're always in danger. Welcome to Night City.
It's fine. She'll probably pass out because it's going to take a lot of energy, and she does not have that much left. There's also a second person to catch her.
No, I mean, I don't think he has a resistance against this.
No.
Oh no!
I think she
not
just has
against
to
this.
roll
So,
to hack in.
You just roll to hack in.
Because my resistance is Night Owl herself. The whole point is that she's supposed to be running the firewall on it.
Can I connect to it? Interface. Okay, no, he's got to do a will.
Oh,
He gets a will and a D10. Because right here in my thing, to connect to the NOR port of your target within 50 meters, it's interface plus 1d10 versus target will plus 1d10.
Okay.
So he can avoid it.
Well, you might get it, because that's only
Probably.
an 8.
I'm still bloodied, though.
Ah, true. Oh.
What did I roll?
Interface.
It's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't hack in. However,
Yeah.
I can still attempt that 2 more times.
Graves knows that he's being quick hacked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's only one of my 3 on my turn.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, now knowing that the first one through is like, oh, he's bracing himself for what she's trying to do. So.
Number 2.
Let's see here. Oof.
I think I got through finally.
Yeah, you got through. That would be a 5.
So now that I'm hacked in, I still have
6.
1 more, which means I can actually run a quick hack, but I still have to roll. I have to beat a DV now. So I was going to do a short circuit on his cyber arm, meaning his one arm will not work, meaning he won't have one arm to catch me, which means I can run away.
Well, actually, the arm itself's not a cyber arm. It's just its tools implanted into his meat arm. But I think that... I don't know what that would do, though.
But
you just wouldn't be able to pop it out.
The GM chooses 3 pieces of cyberware other than a cyber arm, cyber leg, cyber eye, cyber audio suite, neuroport. So then what is it? That wouldn't do anything.
There's attachments to most of this stuff, which I believe...
One of the examples is mantis blades. Like, you could disable the mantis blades so they couldn't use them.
So you could disable his dock...
His dock hand.
Tool hands. His tool hands. That would be something that you can. It's just you can't disable the arm itself, I think.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that can really help. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a system reset. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit that quick hack, and that would be really mean.
Technically, she can. There is the cyberware malfunction. It just has a higher quick hack.
I'd rather I'll do the cyberware malfunction. I just don't want to do the system reset.
That doesn't hurt him.
No, she's not going
prone, but there's no specific. You take damage when you fall prone. You just fall prone.
Gosh dang it.
Let me figure out what cyberware you could cause to malfunction. Scroll down.
I'm most likely not hitting this because I think it's an interface, but I'm struggling to get the sheet to reopen for me.
Enemies, cyberware.
Close it and reopen it.
Med-tool.
Quick hack can only be done once all the walls are breached. Well, he doesn't have any security. Because we did just bypass the wall. Oh no, that was just to jack in. Okay, yeah, that is the jack in. Oh my god, yeah, if he forced. Ooh, I don't want to be jacked out. That'd be bad. Performing a quick hack can only be done once all the walls are bypassed or breached. We did that. A netrunner can only attempt one quick hack per target per turn. It's an interface of 1d10 versus the quick hack DV. Cam, you can attempt to eject her. A target who is aware that they're being quick hacked can attempt to eject the netrunner with a will plus concentration plus 1d10 versus a netrunner's interface.
All right.
Just so you know. However, I need to roll my interface.
I think I'll try and eject, but I think you still have to go first.
I do it. It didn't roll because I hit.
Oh, that's a net 20, 420.
So what other?
So
you're doing the short circuit, right?
I was doing what Glenn said because he said the cyberware malfunction would do more with what I wanted.
You can basically disable. You select a piece of cyberware other than a neuroport or a neuroport cyber deck, and it becomes inoperable for 60 seconds. So you can, so you can pick any cyberware you know he has.
Yeah, because cyberlimbs rendered inoperable act as their meat counterparts do when they have been dismembered but still hanging loosely. Any option attached to the selected cyberware also ceases to function.
It's broken, not
Sorry.
not dismembered.
It says.
Yeah, it says dismembered.
It says dismembered. I'm reading it.
Mine says broken where I'm looking.
Interesting.
Either way,
I'm looking
it's not
at the. Yeah, I'm looking at the.
Either way, if you lose an arm,
broken makes more sense to me because
yeah, it definitely does.
It reduces your movement or doesn't let you operate it.
Yeah. So
you just can't operate as one arm right now.
Well, again, his arm isn't a cyber arm though.
Yeah.
You can only disable the tools.
Yeah.
Which I think is what she's worried about.
Probably.
Definitely part of it.
There's like a bone drill on that thing. I would know.
There's scalpels and stuff in there, yeah.
However, she is definitely running out of your arms and trying to get out of the room.
Would he try to catch her? Keep her from running?
I mean, you have a hold of her right now.
Yeah, he's going to keep that hold.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to break it. Those were all my net actions, so these are my meat. Body. How does grapples work in this, Glenn?
It's brawling versus brawling.
Oh god, I'm fucked.
Well, we don't know how much Cam put into brawling.
Yeah.
Oh
my god, I outdid him.
Yeah, you outbrawled me.
However, by now, I feel like
Nari would be like walking into the door.
Yeah.
Nidal just runs into a Nari. Just face plants into the knee.
Why's your head so low?
Not that tall.
Scrambling. She's not running on her 2 feet. She's panicked. She's also incredibly dehydrated. Threw up twice and is going through heat stroke and panic attack.
Okay, so the first thing that Anari does is just like he gets down and just kind of tries to hug her and rub her back. Probably not the best idea, but that's what he does. It's fine now. Just remember to take some deep breaths, like I taught you. How panicked is she? Like, I'm guessing she
How
does not
tight
call
are
me.
you hugging?
Yeah.
Genuine question. How tight are you hugging? Are you hugging tight like I need to keep her from running away, or are you doing it more like, in air quotes, loving, tight hug, but not, I'm trying to keep you pinned?
Loving tight hug because I know that she needs her freedom, and I know that she doesn't like being stayed down, technically. Even though I'm gonna regret saying that, probably.
She starts trying to take deep breaths like you taught her. And as her breathing does slow, she passes out. But you can definitely tell she tried to take some deep breaths like you were calming her. She didn't try to fight you. She stayed in your arms and tried to do the breathing technique. She just also expended a lot of energy on not a lot of energy. But she did the thing,
is her
or tried
breathing?
to.
After she passes out, how is her breathing?
One second, I'm going back over to my thingy here.
No, you're good. I'm just seeing if she's if she's struggling to breathe or not.
No, I don't see anything in here about it, so.
Okay, good. And I'm gonna look
Confusion,
over at
agitation,
Doc.
slurred speech, or loss of consciousness are all common states of heat stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at Doc.
At this point, Graves has taken off his jacket. Well,
She's dehydrated. I'm gonna go get her some water.
you're not going to be able to get her to drink while she's knocked out. Best way to do it, let's get her back to the clinic. I've got to treat Anomaly anyways, and dehydration is just an easy fix. I'll just need to make sure to get an IV ready with some saline.
You're driving.
I could do it, yeah.
Inari is not letting her go.
Yeah. Graves will.
I need to make that very clear to you, Graves, because you're the only person to witness it.
Yeah, no. Graves will give you a nod. Like, when he realizes you're not going to let her go, he gives you a nod. Yeah, Graves goes and he picks Anomaly up and makes his way to the elevator. And then when he gets down to the truck, he'll put Anomaly in the back seat. And you'll hop in the driver's.
You'll hop in the passenger. And I don't see. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to make Inari be creepy. I need to make that very clear. I also don't know how to. Okay, so to put it simply, asking for friends. Basically, he has. How do I put it? Fuck it. He's felt similar, and he is
I should
trying.
specify, her breathing's actually shallow. Man, I'm learning so much today.
Yeah, never mind. He's holding her a little extra tighter now, actually. But not to the point it's painful. I need to make that clear.
I mean, her skin's no longer clammy. It's probably really dry. Because that's the last of her sweat. She's dehydrated. Man, I'm learning today.
So what are you both doing?
Graves is gonna drive to his clinic.
Okay. So you're
Passenger
bringing
seat.
everyone downstairs that's in this room, but Psycho. You're loading them up into the car, right? Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
So you load everyone up in the truck, and you're about to, drive the car. There's no key in the ignition.
check Anomaly.
Is this reveal / conceal?
I believe so.
Or yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Alright, he'll do it. 16.
Do you think that's high enough, Glenn? I think that's high enough.
I just rolled. It would have been a 15 without the -2, but it's a 13 with. However, he can have fun.
So you're kind of realizing you just got to make the keys jingle a little bit. So you just kind of shake him a little bit, and then you realize the sack of ears that he has around his waist, there's just a little jingle to it occasionally.
Oh, he's a doctor. He'll be fine.
Yeah, Graves is like he'll just let out a sigh, but he'll definitely reach his hand in.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine you use your tool hands and fish through that, but you can find it in there.
Yeah, the keys are in with the
He's
ears.
definitely putting on a glove.
Okay.
Because it is going to be bloody when he's reaching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he's still going to clean
Yours
up
are just cartilage, blood, and nerves.
So you can make your way back to your clinic now.
With the now bloody keys of my truck.
And everyone in tow.
Yep. Oh boy.
I swear if we get pulled over.
However, side note, I want to know, is Kelsey here?
Yes.
Is there anything that Dope is doing after the job?
She is just gonna run away from the scene of the crime.
Okay. You just go into her safe house? Or is there another place?
I don't know. There's not really much that I've planned. Is there somewhere I should go?
I mean, technically, you could go to the doctor's clinic. You know where that is.
That is true. Was that like the
Yeah,
that's where you first met.
It's where we picked up and met up a lot. Either that or the taco place.
Was that the predetermined?
Your very first session with us. That's where you met Graves.
No. Is it the predetermined post heist location?
We didn't make one.
Do that, yeah.
Oh, we didn't? I
No.
thought we did. I thought it was either the taco
We
shop or
usually go
Graves.
out to dinner.
The plan was to get in the truck and go. There was no plan to split
Which is
up.
what we did, technically. Only some of us followed that plan, though.
No, I understand why Dope did what she did.
Oh, yeah, same.
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely that Graves will have Inari check up on her, just in case. But right now, Graves is worried about Night Owl and
Sorry,
Anomaly.
there is a night owl in Inari's arms, and he does not care right now.
Yeah.
So is Dope going back to her safe house? Or is she going to the clinic?
I'll show go to the clinic.
Okay. So when you all arrive at the clinic, you're a bit worried at first, as there's someone waiting there for you, but then you realize it's one of your friends or acquaintances, and it's Dope.
Oh god, this is the first time she's gonna see Dope, or Dope's gonna see her, and then god, she's gonna fucking wake up and see Dope. Oh god.
Sweet low blood pressure. Potential seizures. Oh, we can have some fun
Jeez.
today, guys.
You make your way inside the clinic, though, and I
Yeah.
imagine you're getting everyone suited up. Just make me 3 med tech checks.
All right.
The only disappointing part in this is she can't appear any paler than she already is.
Two.
Hurry up by now.
Okay. So I'm going to assume you're going to help your friends first.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah, because for Night Owl, it's just a quick get her on the bed, get her some ice to help cool her down, and then get a saline IV in her.
I need to state this. Anari is telling you to work on her first.
That's what he's doing.
Okay.
She's the easiest, so he's gonna do her first.
So normally that's the lowest check then, I imagine, as you're taking care of him second.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you accidentally break open one of his stitches, but you quickly get it back together. It's not something that would be uncommon.
Yeah. He basically, well, now that he's in a more sterilized environment, he washes his hands. He's actually going to gently open the stitches and take a look at his internals to assess the damage. Do a little bit fixing up, and then properly reseal the wound with sutures.
You're gonna perform surgery on me?
Hospitals treat heat stroke by rapidly lowering the body temperature through methods like cold water immersion or evaporating cooling, while also providing vital support such as IV fluids, oxygen, and monitoring.
Yeah, I just play her some dry ice. She'll be fine.
Oh my god, you want to kill her?
No, don't use dry ice. Don't use dry ice. No, that's a bad idea.
Liquid
I know.
nitrogen?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Even
there
worse.
you go. That's liquid.
That's even colder.
Procedure liquid.
Yeah.
Ice packs, oh my god, I gotta state this one. Other cooling methods. Ice packs can be applied to the groin and alexia, aka the armpits, and the patient may be covered with ice water soaked sheets.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much today about heat stroke.
Graves
You
is,
have a quick
I wouldn't say
question.
that it's a low tier clinic, but he's definitely got a budget, so it'll definitely probably be cold sheets and ice packs.
Really quick.
Why'd it go quiet?
Well,
shipping.
Joey was saying something.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I'm texting Ryan something just to.
Okay.
That's fine. That might sound a little insane, Ryan, but I don't know how else to put it. Or was it
Who?
worse?
I need you to
usually?
specify who you're talking about here.
I'm talking about Green. I think it's the easiest way to put them.
No. Who in this room?
Who's from what?
Are you talking about?
Me, my character. I'm very lost.
Who are you
here.
referencing in this room? Which one of the 3 people who are injured are you referencing?
Okay. So Ryan, what I'm trying to say is, have I been in a situation like how Night Owl is in my
Okay, Night Owl.
past?
Thank you. That is who I was looking
My
for a
bad.
subject.
I see
there.
what you mean. I see what you mean. I did not explain that correctly. My
Uh,
bad. Or was it worse?
Yes. Yes.
Because I
Not-
assume there was a wider range of it.
This probably wouldn't be that common. You might have seen this once or twice, but not that much.
So I wouldn't know necessarily how to treat it.
with Graves' help, you would. Absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You also did learn some stuff in that schooling thing they did call.
Schooling thing. I'm also wondering about. So, the main reason I ask is his personal experiences with a certain person. I was wondering if anything was ever used on him, and he would try to find ways to.
No,
Okay.
that's the point.
Okay. Never mind. I see what you mean. Okay. Moving on. I'm gonna just do whatever Doc Graves tells me to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He'll definitely walk you through like what he's doing and telling you what you can help him with, since while his arm is splint and he's able to like use it and help him. He also has the side problem of his arm. Well, actually, no, it's not jammed anymore, but still, it's still that the arm is still broken, and while it's taken care of, he still needs a little bit of help here and there. So like he runs you through. It's like, hey, what you do is with this IV, you feel for a vein in the arm. When you find the vein, you want to gently push into it until you can feel the needle give. Once it's in right, you want to be careful not to go too far, and you want to be careful because if you do it wrong, you might also buzz or blow out the vein.
Similar to. Anari doesn't even say anything. He just does whatever you command him to, almost like something else is kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be something you'd know of.
Mm-hmm.
You would have known that experience.
Yeah.
While after he sutures up Anomaly, what he's going to do is he is going to get a vial of morphine ready and put it next to his bedside table, because he knows he's probably going to need that when he wakes up. And if any indication of how he was screaming when he detoxed him, yeah.
I need to make it clear, Anari is not intentionally ignoring Dope because he has not said anything to her. He is just really worried about Night Owl. I need to make that very clear.
Yeah.
Dope's just gonna set her rifle into a corner and sit in a chair and kick her feet up.
To be fair, when you guys arrive, you guys pull a dude with his chest cut open out, another dude missing limbs, and some small girl that's passed out too.
There's also a dead woman in the back too. There's also that.
Oh yeah, there's the corpses too.
Which those Graves he just pulls actual body bags out. And he just sets them. He sets them on. He has only one spare stretcher left, so
You set
he'll
the
put
girl.
the other Valentino on that stretcher, but it puts her in the body bag for now.
The doc just laying out there.
Oh no, he brings
Fuck
him
him,
in.
he's the
but,
enemy.
He's spare parts.
Unfortunately, he takes a seat on the floor.
Spare parts, crazy.
Upgrades, people, upgrades. I feel like I've said that a lot recently.
Yeah. Then Graves gets to the Valentina, which he assesses all the wounds. I'm pretty sure he's been literally butchered like a pig, like missing limbs. I'm pretty sure his chest cavity's been cut open.
No. The limbs that he was missing was from the cybernetics.
Okay.
Those were his cybernetic limbs that were missing.
Well, yeah. So, but I'm guessing they didn't even bother closing the wounds. Like they just they just cut the limbs
He is
off.
definitely in a poor state. He would definitely need some medical assistance.
Yeah, so he's definitely going to help seal those wounds, the missing limbs. He is also considering how long he was in the tub. He is going to find some blood bags for transfusion.
Okay, definitely needs that.
Yeah, considering he doesn't know the blood type of him, he's going to play it safe and he's going to get some O negative.
Okay.
And then, looking across his body, do I see any more open incisions?
Just some small stuff that you would have to sew up.
All right, yeah, he'll sew up those incisions. I don't think Graves has anything for taking X-rays or anything like that. Maybe his bed scanner might, but I don't know how that would work.
You can figure out most of the damage that is done to at least this Valentino is just from the loss of limbs, blood loss, and the shock of everything.
All right. Okay, and with that, after he finishes suturing up the last incision on the Valentino, he takes a step back and takes a deep breath. Okay. Rush time's over. We can relax now. Anyways, I did say hi when I first saw you, when we saw you, Dope, but it's good to see you again. Thank you for having our back.
Got a right operation here, Doc.
Well, let's just say I'm used to having to work under pressure.
Is Anomaly doing okay?
He'll live, though. What happened to him was really nasty. Ripper Doc cut him open with a modified med hand. I'm about to have to take a look at that here once I get a bed free, as he just like looks over to the body bag on the ground and just like makes like a small like lifts his hand as if pointing.
See the other guy, huh?
This one right here is one of the Valentinos that he was chopping up. I managed to barely save him in time.
You think they gave us a bonus from that?
They could.
I guess crossed they better.
Well, I mean, I'd like to stay in good terms with the Valentinos since I do live in their area and I do take care of their members from time to time.
Without
If you take care of them, they owe you one anyways.
without even looking away from Night Owl, Anari is going to say, if they pay us for the bodies, it's a bonus. If not, we did it to reunite them with family.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what's
Fortunately-
the plan?
Well, I guess the plan for right now is rest and recovery. Still need to look over my arm and do a better fix on it. It's what we'll hold for now. But I'd rather not go and lay down and sleep on it wrong and mess it up further without giving it a proper look over. So, but it looks like I'm going to be spending the next few days busy here, looking after everyone. I'm going to guess you and Nari are going to go probably check up with our employers.
Well, if he wants to, Ken. I'm not too jazzed about going with him.
Anari is not paying attention to this conversation right now. He said what he wanted to say, and now he's not there anymore. Like, so
Yeah.
physically he's there, mentally somewhere else.
Oh boy, we lost him too. Hold on a second. He's gonna put his arm on Anari's shoulder
What?
and just give him a bit of a shake.
As soon as you touch him, he says, "What?" He
Alright.
does not look at you.
Just making sure you're still there.
What were you saying?
Thank
All right,
you
thank
for
you.
talking.
Sorry, I was reading
about
what Glenn
that.
sent me. Thank you, Glenn. I was just say if you want to check in with our employer.
I'll call him, but I'm not leaving.
That's fine. Just wondering if you were going to do so. Graves is going to go into his office, and if Inari's still paying attention, he hears the sound of a chair being moved, and he just moves it right next to Night Owl's bed. Here you go. You can sit down.
Would he sit down? Actually, he'd sit down. He thanks you.
Of course.
However, since he knows that she's not going to wake up, at least soon, he'll call the Valentino's. Fuck, what are we called? I'm literally this class.
Fixer?
Thank you.
Yeah. What are you planning on doing, Dope?
Well,
Remember
I'll
his
just
name?
point out here. I needed some more ammunition from Anomaly, but seeing as she's currently out of business,
How
so to
much?
speak, I probably can't get any right now. So
How
I'll keep a
many
watchful
sniper
around, but I'll
bullets
definitely
do you
take what you
need?
like. What you say?
I asked you how many sniper rounds you need.
As many as you can get.
He literally reaches into wherever he keeps his sniper ammunition, and you are handed 41 bullets.
These aren't the right type.
He picks out the 30 that are the right type. Wait, no, it wasn't 30. It was like 11 bullets. It was 11 power rounds, from what I remember.
It's not
Mike,
that.
these still aren't the right type.
She's not after basic ammo.
Okay. Then, never mind. He was just gonna put the bullets back.
You can probably help her source some.
When are you looking for it, though?
Yeah, whenever. I'm not scheduled for anything until whenever.
What type of sniper rounds do you want?
I need some armor piercing, 200 grain, preferably Winchester or Federal. But I don't know if they're actually still in business, so.
He is basically. He's using his agent to copy all of this. So, okay,
Or if
I'm
you
gonna
can
write.
get Militech's ammunition, I'll type that too.
Glenn, check your DMs.
I just spelled armor completely wrong.
How'd you spell it?
ARMOOR.
Oh, yeah.
If you did OUR, it'd be okay because that is a way to spell it.
I
But
know,
two O's.
I just had to like I spelled it. I was like, that's not
In
right.
some language, that might be how they spell armor.
It
but
could be.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe the Swedes. I don't know.
Sweet.
They like their ooh sounds.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So, really quickly, right now I have armor piercing rounds. I do not remember. I know it's Winchester, and then Militech, and a bunch of other stuff. I need to ask the DM, do you want me to write everything down in very specific order, or just armor piercing rounds will do?
I'm just arm
Okay.
piercing rounds. I'm just being pedantic.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm just making sure that I need
The
to.
ammunition is supposed to be just everything goes by their weapon typing, but we will
Jovis
get
is
a
trying to
little
be a dick.
specific on. Yeah, if you want to get
For
specific,
snipers.
that will probably make her happy. But you could also probably just find armor piercing rounds.
If you find it, you find it. I'm just being a dick as a character.
So here's the
to be
thing.
fair, Anomaly wouldn't be providing those ones either.
Yeah.
As my character, you say exactly what you want, he writes exactly what it is, and he will get you exactly what you asked for.
Like a cool backpack.
That's why. Like a cool backpack. Because that is how he is. He does not get cheaper, he does not get more expensive, he gets what you ask.
I learned that he doesn't get cheaper the hard way.
Yes, you may be stubborn and bitch about it. However, it's just like the stubborn bitch who plays him. So he basically adds it to his agent as a reminder to get those bullets, and then he actually breaks off eye contact from the asleep person and looks at the both of you. Do you need anything else before I call the Valentinos?
I mean,
Look, a child in a bed.
I just need money.
I need to be asleep long
How
enough to wake
much?
up.
Yep.
Whatever.
For
man,
me,
fuck it.
I'm going to get back to work.
So, Anari is going to in his head, he's gonna write down the amount he's about to give. Dope, you get exactly. Now, this is going to probably, depending on if you have OCD, Kelsey, might make you a little upset. However, he gives you exactly 826 eddies.
You couldn't have rounded that off. God, you're such a penny pincher.
My bank account has 0 eddies in it. That is for the moment. I am going to. That's your payment for the moment. I will get you the rest of it once I get the money from the Valentinos.
Yeah, well, you better.
I don't
Great.
stiff my workers.
You better. You better not.
She's broken.
Graves is just chuckling to himself as he goes down to the 4th bed and he opens the body bag, and he looks over the dead Valentino.
There's not much you could do other than make the body more presentable.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Okay. You try and sew up what you can to do some work. Definitely not. It's not Graves' finest moment or brightest, but
No.
he has to do it nonetheless.
Yeah, he takes his time as he doesn't want to butcher the job. And while he's in no rush, so.
However, you can do that. I won't make you do a check for it unless you want to.
Nah.
Could be better, could make it worse, you never know. I say
Like I said,
fuck
he's
y'all,
taking his
do it.
like I said, he's taking his time, so this isn't gonna be like, oh, I gotta patch him up like with an hour or so. He is like basically doing the mortuary service.
I say you should make a roll because rolls are funny number.
Don't do
Oh
it.
boy. Okay.
Don't do it. Don't give in.
Don't do it, Cam.
Roll surgery.
You're 2 against 1.
No, DM said to do it, so
All right, I'll make the surgery check.
yay.
Unless you don't want to. I thought.
Unless you don't want to. I do not want to force you to do something, Cam. I will let that be known. It's up to you.
17.
Yeah, you're fine.
See, look,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
beautiful. Chef's
To be
kiss.
fair, out of all of my medical stuff, surgery is the highest.
That
at
was
15.
a 2.
Yeah, that's a 2. That's
Yeah.
a 2.
Okay,
he, like,
maybe.
even with a 1, he probably could have still had a chance to do okay.
I mean, that's why I call Doc Graves. He's a doctor. Puts people in the fucking grave, man.
Who puts you in the grave?
High five, Tiff.
I'd accept it, but my character's passed out.
No, you're good.
That means I should be passed out.
I apparently accidentally
Yeah, probably.
tapped paint when I was tabbing through stuff.
I wonder what Anomaly's
Oops,
painting
wrong.
in his dreams.
To be
Probably
fair, he has actually
years.
drawn something for them. He drew that mechanic in the
Yep.
maelstrom
It was
shop.
fucking it was like amazing.
And I actually did really well on it.
I remember that. That was bananas.
No, this is the one that matters.
A bit. It was a 4, but still 18. So, Anari's gonna call the Valentino man. He did say it was the fixer, not some random Valentino. I need to make that clear really quick.
Well, what's his name?
Give me a sec to
Sure.
pull up the fucking list.
As the
His
fixer, I'm gonna make you do it
name-
every time.
His name is
I hope you put a note next to the name on it.
yeah, I did. Romano.
Okay, you dial up Romano.
No, what you want, man?
Job's done.
Oh
Place has
yeah,
been cleared.
how many kills you confirmed?
I hope you remember.
I am so exhausted. And I'm gonna cross 4 fucking weeks.
I'll tell you this right
Real time.
now. Graves knows how many he killed.
He's gonna
Yes,
put
you guys have a
himself
counter.
on mute. He's gonna put himself on mute for a second. Graves, how many did we kill?
Well, you definitely count my kills. I've got 4.
I'm gonna remind you, there's a bunch of ears in Anomalies. Possession.
How many ears did I
Man,
see?
it's
Actually,
almost like
no,
I
no,
did
actually,
this
I'm
for a
wrong.
reason.
I counted wrong.
Fuck,
It's
I
actually
didn't
5. I
count.
forgot the guy in the elevator that I blasted.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, there's so many
Two stacks
people.
of bodies.
'Cause
Okay.
it was the first floor
so-
one that he killed. There's the 2 he headshotted upstairs. There's the one in the elevator he also headshot, and then it was the doctor.
So far we're at 6, right?
Yeah. We had the
Okay,
net runner, which is
6.
7.
7.
We had 2 more at least on the bottom floor.
I thought we had 3 more on that floor.
Oh my god, the ones that we killed.
I could
Yeah,
give
and
them
then-
the number, but at this point, I'm
Hey, is this
actually
thing
curious if
still
they'll
on,
get to it.
man?
Give me
No,
one
killed
moment.
3 herself, so you add another 3 to that. Because you killed the 2 in the car and the guy that tried to run. And then the sniper who also tried to run, so that's 4, actually.
Duffy's just holding up 4 fingers for
Yeah, so-
Rionari.
Mm-hmm. And then Anomaly killed.
No one, because he sucks.
No, he got 2 kills at least. He got 2 sledgehammer kills.
And I got 2 kills.
Didn't he get the LMG guy too?
No, you killed the LMG guy because I started
So-
focusing the doctor. I only killed 2
7,
people.
8,
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're up to 15.
You're missing some ears. There's only
Missing some
13.
ears.
There's only 13 ears.
Well, yeah. What he would not have
So-
been able to get the elevator ear. So
No, I did.
So...
You did?
Yeah. I
So
don't think I
that-
got the ones in the cars.
17?
well, you don't
Oh,
have the
you're
doctor's
right.
ear. You don't have the doctor's ears.
Oh yeah.
And did you get? You don't have the car's ears. And did you get the guy who was outside the first one that was shot by
I went by the med
No.
that Ryan gave me.
Okay.
I got 13 ears. That's what Anomaly could find.
So that's if we're talking about the 2 in the cars, that's at least 15.
Technically, it'd be 14 counting the doctor, because yeah.
Yeah.
So I am right. It being 15.
Well, there'd be only 14 ears.
14. So, okay, we killed 14.
Yeah. And then you get it. So it's 17
Motherfucker.
because the doctor and the 2 in the cars that he could not collect.
Well, the doctors would make it 14, Cam.
Oh, okay. So that's 16 actually.
The issue is we can't confirm those kills.
But you can confirm the 13 ears. The 14 actually.
Yeah. Because
So-
I didn't saw the doctors off because he put it in
Yeah.
the bag.
14 confirmed kills. Which Graves is actually probably going to take those ears out of the out of Anomaly's pocket and put them in a bag.
I mean, I assume Inari took them out to count them.
Yeah.
I right now am in my own head is does he say the number that we actually killed, or does he say the number we got ears from?
The ears is the safest one.
You can always say 14 confirmed, 2 were unable to confirm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Thank you, Tuff. 14 confirmed, 16 in 14 confirmed, 2 unable to be confirmed, and we have 2 Valentinos, 1 being deceased, 1 being still alive. They're at Doc Graves' clinic.
I'll wire the payment to you. And the phone ends.
There come get his fucking friends.
About 20 seconds later, there's a knock on your door, Doc Graves.
He'll walk over to the door and he'll open it.
I didn't get this guy's sheet ready. I forgot about him. One second. Yep, that was his name. You see Juan. You have seen Juan before, Doc Graves. He is kind of in charge of the street, at least that your clinic resides in. You've interacted with him a couple of times. He hasn't been wounded directly, at least that you've taken care of him on, but he's been at least in the room while some of his other members have been patched up by you. However, as he sees you, he's going to wire it to you, Doc Graves, just because he knows you the best.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take them.
By all means. And he welcomes him into the clinic.
However, about 3 more non-named Valentina members just come in, and they're a bit more muscly. A lot of tattoos on them. It's an immediate sign that you can tell that it's them. And they come in. gather the two of them, pay some kind of respect to the deceased one before moving them, and then they put her onto some kind of gurney and take her out.
And then, yeah. And then
he paid you 416.
416.
4,100.
No, I think he's saying 416 bodies.
Oh. Oh, he's saying 4. Oh.
I'm wondering if you remembered how much I told you.
It was a very long time ago, and I did not write it down, so no. Either I fucking lie or I be honest, okay?
If it makes you feel better, I don't think I even wrote it down because I'm looking
No,
through
it
my
does not
my
make me
notes.
feel better. It does not make me feel better because I'm supposed to be one who keeps track of that. However, I do appreciate you at least trying to make me feel better. I had one job and I didn't do it.
I said 500 a body, I believe.
Okay, so I am not insane.
So 8,000.
I thought it was like that number. I appreciate being at least a little bit right.
Let's do a little bit
However,
of math here.
there is 2,000 more eddies added on to that.
Ooh.
So 10,000.
Well, I don't need to do the math on that. Everyone's getting 2,000.
Fuck.
Unless you had to deal with dope.
So here's the issue. He gave her whatever money he had in his account for upfront payment to her, and then he was going to take whatever. He was going to basically take the 800 part of hers back because that's technically his money.
Mm-hmm.
But you have the money, so really it's however you divide it. Because he does not tell you that.
Yeah, he didn't tell Graves, update Graves that, and Graves has the money. He's splitting it even all 4 or all 5.
Okay.
So dope, Night Owl, Anomaly, and Ari, and Graves are all getting 2,000.
Holy shit!
Wow. I'm
getting
still the
paid
richest
for
party
almost
member.
dying, man.
23,608 eddies.
I'm not even close to that.
Hey,
Yeah, none of you are.
Yeah. Hey, I made
None
up
of
for
you
what
just don't have a home and bum off of another person.
Exactly.
You also had to convince her to use, a shower in a can so she wouldn't smell.
I remember getting that shower in a can too.
Oh, I forgot to add. If I remember right, you said that was a deagle, right?
Yes. There's a deagle.
I gotta add that to my inventory still.
If anything, Dope's getting the most money off this. She did give us Overwatch from, You know what? I have zero fucking filter right now. Cuck chair enjoyer, Sniper Man.
I don't know, with how much he was slamming you guys with railgun shots, I don't think he was just sitting in that chair.
It's not me, he does not like to watch.
What do you mean? He missed me. He took one shot at me. I'm so glad he missed. I don't think I would have lived if he hit me.
I don't think most of us would have lived.
The fact that, yeah, I'm the one that got hit, but still managed to survive.
Just broken arm.
Mm-hmm.
Anomaly's out for at least a few hours. I wasn't gonna have him
Sorry,
pass
not
out.
getting
Then Cam
sleep.
got rid of my morphine. There's no way
Back
he wouldn't drop from the pain.
Hi, they
Yeah.
didn't put me in an ice bath. They proceeded to use ice packs, which will not cool her down as fast.
No.
Yeah, to put it in simplest terms, Inari does not sleep.
Yeah. Graveson is still attending to his arm.
The what I hacked?
Well, it's the broken one anyways, but he's still trying to.
Oh,
attend
yeah,
to
that's
it,
right, you
but,
broke
yeah.
one.
Yeah. So either way, the arm you were trying to hack and disable was still already disabled.
Yeah, but Naito wasn't there to know any of that.
That is true.
She just thought you were holding her weird. As she dead fished.
Is session over or?
Yeah.
All right.
You also are all getting. I think I decided on 60 IP. Or did I decide on 70? Let me reread that again.
I can tell you how much we've gained to date because I've been keeping a track of the total.
Is it
Yeah,
150
sure, yeah.
by chance?
We've gained a total of 150.
Okay, so let me just see how much it is to get to the next roll. So I want to see. Where is it? It's towards the end of the book.
I actually don't.
I should just quick
Books
search
pulled up.
this.
It's also I think pinned in the Roll20
Oh, did I pin it?
or Discord. The spending improvement points table
thank
you
goodness.
pinned in there.
Yeah. So is it 60 or 70 we're getting?
So you have 150 right now.
That's the total we've gained since we started.
Y'all are rank 4. So if you wanted to get to 5, you would need another 150. I want it to be 2 more jobs before that next roll increase, I think. So I'm going to make it 70. I have a feeling the next job will be more difficult than this one.
So
we're getting
total
70?
220, yes. Current 120.
And then if you complete the next job, there will be a chance of the next roll increase. If you do really well.
I think I know what
We're
I'm
at
doing.
220.
Because actually, with that increase from 60 to 70, that put me at just enough. I can take rank 2 Nomad.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that then.
I can't rank
Because
them.
I still had 50 just stockpiled because I wasn't sure what to put them in yet.
Okay.
Does that mean that I just get to